It's Friday's in. It's Saturday, Sunday.
This is on you!
Tell us what we want to hear.
We need your help.
We're gonna give it to him.
Just Anthony. He's gonna get it all.
Let's get nasty on a Freedom Friday. Oh, baby. Jamie Rivers, Carey Davis, Andrew Marsh. Our guy Anthony is on holiday vacation. He's going to spend some time with his lovely family. I know that his parents are coming into town. It's going to be awesome. A little Christmas at the Stalter, so wishing them nothing but the best. Right?
Yeah.
He'll get it.
Yeah, he should.
He'll get it.
Hand him the ball, man. Let's get this over with.
All right, so everybody got their bets in. Marshy, we got anything more going here?
Yeah, so from the 314, why did we allow Colton Ellis to leave? I thought he was our best goalie not playing with the big club. Makes a Benner trade tougher if we want to go in that direction.
Yeah, so a couple things. YouTube back up and running. So although there's only 7 people that are watching us right now, the rest of you, come back. Come back, please. Snake Pit's back online. Big thanks to Mike Ryder for stepping in here. And as far as Colton Ellis is concerned, let me explain the rules to you. And I don't mean this in a facetious way. I'm just, sometimes people don't know the rules. Colton Ellis has played enough years now where he qualifies for waivers. Mm-hmm. And so you would have had to carry 3 goalies on your roster, which is not optimal because you lose a roster spot and you got one goalie that's never going to play.
Right.
You're literally just keeping him in the NHL because you don't want anybody else to get him. So that's option 1. Option 2 would be waive Joel Hofer or Jordan Binnington to keep Colton Ellis.
Right.
That wasn't going to happen because both of those guys have tremendous value, especially before the season started. They'd be gone immediately. So the only thing you can do is try to sneak your goalie, that third one, through waivers to get him to the minors so that he could be the next backup goalie.
And hope nobody claims him.
And you cross your fingers and you hope nobody claims him. Buffalo, who usually is very good at screwing everything up, they made a nice move and picked him up. They paid attention, saw Colton Ellis on waivers, and so they scooped him up. There's really nothing the Blues could have done to stop it. So it's not like the Blues, Army, and Steiner got together and said, hey, let's see how we can screw up this goalie thing. They didn't. They tried their best to keep everything that they had as far as their valuable assets. Unfortunately, you can't hang on to everything. Right. And the Buffalo Sabres swooped in and grabbed Colton Ellis. So back to the drawing board now as far as your next backup goalie or your third goalie is concerned.
636 wants to know, did Anthony take off today so he could watch the Western Michigan Bowl game?
Probably.
Western Michigan. Central Michigan. Fire up chips. He hates Western Michigan.
He might be watching it so that they can lose. You know?
Don't they have that big rivalry game or something?
Yeah, Central Western Weekend.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
That's weird.
He's, that's the name of the team.
Yeah, but it's Central
Western Weekend.
Okay, that makes sense now. For some reason, I thought I heard Central Michigan Weekend.
Central Western Weekend.
Yeah. So you know why they do that, Carey? Because it's Central Michigan against Western Michigan. So Central Western / Michigan Weekend.
That's exactly.
But it's the MAC. Don't they play on Tuesdays?
That is now, Jamie. That brain, you got punched a few times, but it's still kicking. I see. That's a good question. What do they do when they play in Maction? Is it still Central Western Weekend?
Central Western. We need to ask. Central Western Week.
Wednesday.
But they play on Tuesday.
They probably play on
Sometimes Wednesday. They play on Wednesday.
Yeah, Maction is on Tuesday.
Depends how bad you are.
Oh,
what?
Wow.
What happened? All right, it's the Fast Lane here on 101 ESPN. Again, it's Freedom Friday, so get your questions or comments, whatever you want to talk about, to the Air Comfort Service text line, 314-399-9646, or you can jump back into the YouTube chat, the Snake Pit. We'll be looking over there as well to find some questions and topics. Again, the YouTube chat back up and running. We got 72 of you back in there. It's always great to see you. We'll have more Freedom Friday when we come back on 101 ESPN.
Hey, if you're in the market for a new vehicle, look no further than my good friends over at Genesis of St. Charles. They are the #1 Genesis dealer in Missouri for 2025. They're Missouri's first and only standalone Genesis dealership. And if you want to stop by today, they have a large selection of new Genesis models in stock today, and they're waiting for you. Now is the time to visit. Do not wait. During their signature event at Genesis of St. Charles, they want your trade-in and are willing to pay more for it on any new Genesis purchase. No games, no gimmicks, just upfront pricing. You can unlock the e-price today. Every purchase comes with 3 years of complimentary Genesis service valet. That means complimentary vehicle pickup and delivery, plus a loaner vehicle at no additional cost. If you're in the market for something new, let Genesis of St. Charles bring the test drive to you. They are closer than you think, located right off of 5601 Veterans Memorial Parkway in St. Peters, off Mid-Rivers Mall Drive and Highway 70. Visit them today. Experience the luxury service at the state-of-the-art facility. If you can't get in, if you're too busy, you don't have time to stop by, visit them online at genesisofstcharles.com. That's genesisofstcharles.com.
ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. The Blues fall to the Rangers last night in overtime by a final score of 2-1. They'll be back in action tomorrow, taking on the Florida Panthers. We'll have a pregame starting at 4. Puck drop will be at 5. Before that, we'll have Round one of the college football playoff, Texas A&M and Miami with the kickoff at 11 a.m. And then tonight we'll have Oklahoma and Alabama. Pregame starts at 6:30. Kickoff is at 7. Freedom Friday continues. Get your text in to the Air Comfort Service text line, 314-399-9646. Freedom Friday right here in the fast lane is next. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. See them at londoff.com. Chevy, together we drive. Are you kidding me?
Welcome back inside the fast lane. Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers, Andrew Marsh. It is Freedom Friday. Questions, comments, suggestions can be texted into the Air Comfort Service text line, 314-399-9646. Also, YouTube chat, the Snake Pit, up and running again. So good to see everybody in there. You can also put in some topics over there. As Marshy's going to be checking that out as well. Marshy, what do we got?
All right, we get a question from the 314. Really good Thursday night football game last night, entertainment-wise. Are the Rams still the best team in the NFC despite the surprising loss last night?
Oh, man. That was an interesting game. The Rams started slow, then they were up, I think, a couple of touchdowns, 15 points, and then the fighting Sam Darnolds fight their way back into the game, get an awkward 2-point conversion that was ruled an incomplete pass, and then all of a sudden, it is actually a fumble. It's actually a 2-point conversion good. It was as strange as it could be. Both teams able to score in overtime. Puka Nacua going off both on the field and off the field. And to answer the question, I said all that to say I don't know. You know, I think that the Rams are the best team in the NFC. I might consider them the best team in the NFL, but I just don't know from week to week. It seems like I can't get that Carolina loss out of my brain for with good reason. And then you lose this game. Obviously, it's on the road. It's a short week. All of those things, all those factors. You're the number one team in the NFC West, but you lose to the Seahawks last night. I think that's a tough loss, and I think we'll see how it all plays out.
From what you've seen this season, who do you think, when this team is at their best, they are the best team in the NFL? Is it the Rams, or is it a team in the AFC? Is it the Broncos?
When they're playing their best.
When they're at their best.
You're going to hate my answer.
Is it the Eagles?
Yeah. It is.
But I don't know what their best looks like right now.
To me,
that's my problem.
And I'm talking about their best this season, not their best from what we saw last year.
Yeah, Carey.
It might be the Rams. But
it's the Lions.
My brain.
I mean, come on. When the Lions are at their best,
their best game this year was against the Bears, which week two. Week 2,
they beat the
hell out of them. That's a tough question because I think it's hard for me to see them at their best, but just ignore their worst.
Right.
It's hard for me to just remove that from my brain because I know both things are possible. So I've seen the Eagles play really well, then I've seen them stink. I've seen the Rams play really well, then I've seen them not play so well. I've seen, all of these teams. I mean, the only team off the top of my head that maybe hasn't had one of those stinkers is the Denver Broncos. But then you factor in that they only beat the Raiders by 7 earlier this year. So it's like, I have no clue.
Yeah.
I don't know who the best team is. I think this is the first year in a long time where we can look at the entire field and say, I have no clue who's going to win it. Where in years past, you're like Patrick Mahomes, and good luck to the rest of you all.
Yeah, you had a bit of an idea of
Tom Brady,
2 or 3 teams that you're like,
good luck to the rest
in there
of
at
you
the
all.
end.
Yeah.
And now you're like, I have no idea.
I have no clue.
Mahomes against name the NFC
Pretty much.
team.
And way back then, it was Manning or Brady against name your team.
Yeah, I wonder if we're in that, back in the late 2000s, early 2010s. We kind of touched on it yesterday, but it was that period of time where the Patriots dynasty was sort of in a funk. But we had Big Ben going to the Super Bowl. We had Joe Flacco going to the Super Bowl. Manning was in there with the Broncos. I wonder if we're in that time period now for the NFL. And that dynasty question that we had yesterday doesn't really come to fruition anytime soon. I just wonder, if that's the sort of period in time we are with this league. And it's kind of just a crapshoot at this point. And whoever gets in, and maybe you win a Super Bowl, but maybe they don't get back next year because that's just the way the league is right now.
Could be.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like for me right now, there's no specific team that I say, okay, that's the most dominant team. All year long, they have been kind of fluctuating up and down. I mean, our stack up proves that. Like each week, it's a different team at number one and a different team at number two. Like it hasn't been, I don't know if we had multiple weeks where the same team was number one. Maybe like week 1, week 2 of the season. But from that point on, it's been kind of fluid. It's changed week after week because no specific team has really taken the reins and said, we are the best team in the NFL, and here's why. Yeah. Like every team that you watch has their warts. Like any team you can shoot, Buffalo Bills, they can't stop the run. Patriots, they're the number one team in the AFC West. In the AFC East, I haven't seen them do it yet. And they just lost a 21-point lead to the Bills, who, again, can't stop the damn run. So each team, when you look at them, you can pick something out and say, yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah.
And I don't think
that's the beauty of it, though, quite honestly.
I agree.
I think it makes it more compelling because the last handful of years, I mean, you just knew Patrick Mahomes, the Chiefs, and then against who? Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Lamar and Patrick in the conference championship? Is it going to be Josh Allen and Patrick? We knew Patrick Mahomes was going to be in the AFC championship and probably the Super Bowl. This year we don't. I kind of like it. It's kind of like the mystery basket.
Yeah.
Carey?
You don't know.
You just don't know.
Clue.
You know it's going to be good.
Yeah.
So you open it, but you don't know what's inside.
Yeah, it's a weird season. Like I said, every team you look at, they have their warts, and you don't know. I don't know which team is actually the best team in all of the NFL.
I think for me, I like having, and this is just my personal opinion, I like having almost like certainty with maybe like 3 teams. And, you mentioned Patrick Mahomes, and he is kind of the certainty heading into the playoffs.
Bit, yep.
Not
him
this
and Andy
year.
Reid together seem like a sure thing.
Yeah, exactly. And I almost kind of like having, okay, well, it's either going to be the Chiefs, the Bills, or the Ravens, maybe the Bengals if they're in the playoffs. It's going to be one of those 4 big quarterbacks that will represent the AFC, and then whoever gets in the NFC, then that'll be a fun matchup because I know those 4 quarterbacks are entertaining to watch. Where I don't feel that same way this year because you could have Bo Nix and the Broncos going up against, or Trevor Lawrence and the Jags going up against, Caleb Williams and the Bears or whatever. Be. Like I don't know if I'm intrigued by that matchup just yet with where those quarterbacks are.
I think you'd be intrigued though, because you're a storyline guy, right?
I am. Yeah, I am.
So you'd be intrigued by the Jags getting to a Super Bowl. How long has it been since they've been to a Super Bowl?
They've never been.
Okay, exactly.
They were AFC Championship game.
Okay,
96.
But the Bears, what, 85?
No, they went to the Bears. I mean, they went to the Super Bowl in 06.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
But they didn't win.
But
okay, maybe more so. Like I'd be okay with and this pains me to say because I'm a Vikings fan. But if the Bears were in the Super Bowl, yes, that's a storied franchise. There's something there. But if the Jags are in, I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't want to watch the Jags in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but
could you imagine if Blake Bortles and the Jags ended up beating the Patriots and we had Blake Bortles and Nick Foles and the Eagles in that Super Bowl?
Yeah, but now you got Liam Cohen, who's a hell of a coach. He's transformed Trevor Lawrence. He's got that, I don't know. Am I thrilled about it? No, but I'm intrigued. I'm like, okay, cool. Especially if they get to the Super Bowl. That'll mean they've had to go through some pretty good teams.
No, I know. I would rather have,
buddy.
I don't know. There's just certain franchises where I'm like, I don't want to watch you in the Super Bowl.
I don't blame what you're saying at all.
And the Broncos aren't one of those teams. The Broncos are a storied franchise as well, and obviously they have a Hall of Fame led head coach, in my opinion. I don't know. There's just something about their team where I'm like, I'm not really buying into it this year. That doesn't mean I won't in the future years, but there's just something about it where I want some certainty in the Super Bowl. And I just don't know if we're going to get that this year. Again, that's just my personal opinion. That's how I think
this year is going to be. I think it does make it more fun because I'm looking at the AFC, and if the Chiefs are already out, if the Ravens don't make it, the only team that will have a quarterback other than Pittsburgh, who they got Aaron Rodgers, but the only team that would have a quarterback that is played in an AFC Championship game would be the Bills, right? Based on where it is right now, the Texans haven't, the Chargers haven't, the Jaguars haven't with their quarterback, the Patriots or the Broncos haven't. So you're looking at fresh blood if Buffalo gets knocked out as well, you're looking at a fresh face in the AFC Championship game and representing the AFC in the Super Bowl. So that's one way to look at it, and looking at it how it is, it might boil down to who has the best defense. And on the NFC side, it's pretty similar in terms of, you got the Philadelphia Eagles and the Rams who have been there and won it, but it's still new faces. If the Detroit Lions aren't able to make it into the playoffs, the Green Bay Packers are. Seahawks are the number 1 seed right now. It's
wild.
It's crazy how it's flipped, day to day, week to week. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be intriguing just to watch it all unfold.
So we got a question from Mahomes Longbody. How good was the World Series this year, Marshy? Were those storied franchises? I'll hang up and listen. What?
Or the Dodgers?
The
and the Blue
Dodgers?
Jays?
They were.
Yeah, that's what.
Maybe the Blue Jays aren't considered to be a storied franchise.
I'm not asking for two.
Jamie,
I'm asking
hush your mouth, you Canadian. They're storied.
Why'd you call me Canadian?
You're not Canadian?
I'm American.
God, come on, man.
Depends on
the day. Yeah, depends I saw this man in the damn Canada.
Yeah. Yeah. That's funny. He wore that same thing on Friday.
What is it?
Friday.
Speedo. Yeah.
It all came off on Friday, Carey.
Goodness gracious.
Sure did. I got one thing I'd like to address here from the 314 who is kindly trying their best at life, I'm sure. It says, for Rivers, BS on your Colton Ellis synopsis. It wasn't a synopsis, it was the fact. But anyways, they could have and should have put him on the roster. A young goalie prospect over Texier is a no-brainer. Rivers is never wrong and never shuts up. Well, I'm on radio for 4 hours, so I'm supposed to talk. If I shut up, it'd be dead. It'd be kind of boring. You'd probably change the channel.
Yeah, you'd
I'm just
probably
saying,
be defeating the purpose of having
as far as never wrong, that's not true. I'm wrong. I know I've been wrong at least a couple times in my life, for sure. At least. And you, sir, or ma'am, it is great to have hindsight. Gary, hindsight is a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
Because now we know that Texier didn't work out. But you didn't know that in training camp, and you had $2.1 million committed to a player that you'd signed to provide some offense for your team. And so imagine right now,
No, I got a question. I just want to
Imagine right now, with all the injuries the Blues have, if they didn't have a roster spot available because they had to put it on a damn goalie who's sitting in the stands every night.
I do have a question about that.
No sense.
How many teams carry 3 goalies?
0.0.
Just I wasn't sure.
Now, the teams
thought
at times, like Montreal, in the last couple of weeks, have had 3 guys on the roster.
because of injuries.
Or just a call up, like they're testing the waters, right? And so Montreal's farm team is in Laval, which is 30 minutes from the Bell Center.
Gotcha.
So all the guys live in Montreal.
Gotcha.
So it's easy to call up a guy and then send him back down. Like it's easy to maneuver all the stuff.
Yeah.
But to do it on a regular basis, to have a roster spot, it doesn't make sense.
And teams don't carry 3 goalies for
And
82
Colton Ellis
games.
had 0 starts in the NHL. So the fact that someone took a chance, by the way, when you pick up a player on waivers, you have to keep them on your NHL roster for 30 days. So you're committed to that guy.
He had to play.
He had to play. As far as never shuts up goes, again, I spend 4 hours on the radio. I really can't. I think I'd be fired if I just shut up.
You know what? They're
Hope you have a
they're
better
stuck
day.
with you for the next 4 hours.
Stuck with me for the next 3 hours and
15 minutes.
14 minutes. I did
14?
That was
good.
Yeah,
Proud of you,
baby.
man.
I'm hot.
Nice.
All right, it's a Fast Lane here on 101 ESPN. Freedom Friday continues when we come back. back to the Fast Lane here, 101 ESPN. It is Freedom Friday, which means we got a special guest in the house today. We got former Cardinals slugger Matt Adams joining us. Big City, how we doing, bud?
Doing great. Happy to be here, guys.
All right.
How are you guys doing?
We're good. So here's how it works. The last Friday of every month, we call it Freedom Friday.
Love it.
It started out of spite.
Yeah.
I was on the road somewhere, and Carey and Anthony got tired of the text line telling them what to talk about.
Did you do this? You don't talk about this. And then they said, you know what, the hell with it. You choose. So it started on a Thursday.
Okay.
And then we had this idea. It was a Wednesday. They were talking all this crap. And Anthony said, tomorrow, we won't do anything. You decide what you want us to talk about. And that's how Freedom Friday was born. And so we made it the last Friday of every month. But this month, we don't work on any of the last Fridays. So today is the last Friday of work for us. So it's a Freedom Friday.
By default, we're here, which means now the text line can be great. We love our text. They can be vicious at times.
Don't read it, and if you got thin skin, I'm sure you know you're a professional baseball player. You've heard some horrible things about you as a person, as a player.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm sure it won't bother you, but if you feel a way, just trust me.
It just hurts when it's true. That's all.
These guys know they'll lose me for like half a segment because I'm responding to if I'm not looking, if I'm over here typing, I'm responding to someone and I'm giving it to them. I don't care about people's
It's not just
feelings.
typing, Matt. It's Carey is like punching the keyboard.
It is pretty loud.
It is pretty loud.
Better to punch the keyboard than
other people. It depends. Depends. As long as nobody's around. Yeah. Anyways, all right. So that's how it works. Marshy here reads off texts or suggestions, and then we talk about it. Pretty simple.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Good to have you, bud.
Yeah, happy to be here.
So I like this one from 636. Just wondering, any tips for me? I'm a semi-pro guy trying out for the Battlehawks soon. Anything I should try to make sure to do to stand out? I'm an older guy, but I just want to see if I can do it. I play tight end, but anything I can do extra to stand out would be appreciated. Old guy, living a dream. I'm 35, by the way.
Okay, so Carey, we're going to let you go last because you actually played football for a living. Matt, I'm sure you probably played growing up a little bit. Yeah. I played a little bit growing up, but never for a living?
No, I played 7th grade. That was it. So.
Okay, what position?
Fullback. Outside linebacker. Ran over some people.
There you go. I bet. Look at this. My advice is the same advice my dad gave me a long time ago when I went out to play junior hockey. Left home at 15. Son, do something that makes you noticeable. Make sure they remember you. Whether it's a great goal, a great play, or you rip someone's head off, make sure they remember you.
Hell yeah.
So that's the best advice I can give. I mean, for me, that's the advice. I don't know if
I think, man, I love the passion. You know, trying out for him, 35 years old, got nothing to lose. Give him hell. Go out there, trust yourself, trust your abilities, and have fun doing it. Like Jamie said, leave them, make yourself noticeable, make them remember you, but have fun doing it.
I agree with that.
Now for the real football player.
I would love to know kind of the backstory, how long you've been training.
What level has he played at
what
before?
Level have you played at
has
before
he
this?
Ever played football?
If you play collegiate, if you play, I mean, all those things are important. Man, stretch. Make sure you're well hydrated. But I don't know when the tryout is, but I would say make sure you're in shape. Like, more than anything else, be in shape, because the worst thing you can do is be old and I'm not calling you old, but older and out of shape in comparison.
Old people?
We listen.
Carey
35.
always has a problem.
Listen,
if you got gray in your beard, Carey's coming after you.
I got gray in my beard. I'm an old athlete.
You should love yourself, Carey.
I do love myself a lot. I do. I promise.
Quite a bit. Twice on Sundays.
Yeah, sometimes. But be ready to, be in shape. Take care of your body, be in shape. That is the most important thing, because you're going to be out there with guys that are 22, 25, and they're thinking they're going to be able to run circles around you. But if you're in shape, I mean in great shape, you'll be able to show that your age doesn't matter. You're a tight end. I would say, I don't know if they're going to be if it's going to be padded, but block. If you can block well, that helps, because tight ends are known for blocking. And then when you get your opportunity to catch every single pass, don't drop one. Run crisp routes, catch every single pass. Like, you have to stand out, especially when you're older than the competition that you're going against. So be in shape, be ready to roll, And like these guys said, make sure you stand out and let them know that you are there for a reason.
So would it be frowned upon for our listener here that let's say the play gets whistled dead? Mm-hmm. Would it be frowned upon for him to just blow a guy up after the whistle?
Yeah, that's a little Busch League. And now, if you're already in the process of blowing said player up, then continue. Don't stop. Now, I will say this. You block him till the whistle blows. And we say block to the echo of the whistle. That means when the whistle stops, then you can stop.
Okay.
Yeah, keep blocking.
I like where your mind's at, Jamie, though.
Yeah,
I like
Matt, don't let – listen. You're here with us for about an hour. It doesn't take long for him to infiltrate and become. He's.
I'm a different person now because
he's a completely different man. He's a sweet person, man. A couple months ago, a couple years ago,
Anthony
now
called
look
me a
at him.
sweetheart one time. Not so much anymore.
I get called a sweetheart.
Nah,
exactly.
There you go.
What was that drill that you brought up? It's probably a couple months ago. Nick Saban. When he told that one guy something and then told you something else.
So it's live versus thud. So live means it's a full padded. We're tackling to the ground. You know, everyone knows it's full on. It's like a game. It's regular live practice. Thud means you're going full speed until the point of contact, and you just thud, and then you go back to your huddle.
You don't wrap up.
You don't wrap up. You don't take. You definitely don't try to take anybody to the ground, because if we got thud and you're going that, and now you're pissing me off.
Yeah.
Because you're going, it's not the drill, sir. That's not what we agreed upon. It's a gentleman's agreement.
Anybody ever not understand or get the memo on that one?
Yeah, that's what Marcia. I don't know if you were here.
I don't think you was.
I don't think it was. No.
So Nick Saban, I played.
Nick Saban story.
It's a different Nick Saban story. So I played in Tampa, and in the preseason, and we played the Miami Dolphins when Nick Saban was the head coach. And I ran through their first-round draft pick. I always forget his name, Jason something. He's a cornerback. And I almost killed him on the sideline. I know I almost killed him because my college teammate played for Miami. He said, man, they watched that film 100 times, and they were just in awe, like yelling, laughing, talking bad about this specific player.
Okay.
So I end up getting cut by
this guy's career.
I might have. Listen.
Oh, man.
It's a him problem.
I mean, he probably wouldn't have made it anyway.
It sounds like it's a him problem. So I get cut by Tampa. And Miami signs me a week later to the practice squad. So I'm in practice with Miami. You know, Nick Saban's the head coach. I'm going through practice. And we had a drill where they told us it was thud. Everybody knew it was thud.
Okay.
I think Nick Saban told that specific player, hey, that's the guy from Tampa that almost killed you. It's not thud for him. It's live.
Oh.
The kid,
he dirtied you.
He tried to.
Oh.
But I'm always prepared. So when he came, I'm like, his tempo is a little bit faster than it should be. I lowered my shoulder, and we kind of and he bounced off of me, and it didn't work.
Just a little eye contact then, a little stare?
I think it worked. I think it was worse for him the fact that he tried to hit me, and I wasn't
really trying, and he didn't.
And so
that's embarrassing.
My theory is Nick Saban brought me in for one whole week to help get that young man's confidence back up, and then they cut me. Then I signed in Pittsburgh. Yeah, signed in Pittsburgh.
He did you a favor.
He definitely did me a favor.
Went to the Steelers and won a Super Bowl.
Bleep show. Yeah, it was a bleep
right?
show. Yeah. I ain't complaining about that.
I love a story of that ending.
So bottom line, though, if you're this guy, which, by the way, he texted in and said Ball State for years, but stopped to have kids. I don't know if that's said, but just 3 years
Was
in
he
college.
on paternity leave?
Never drafted, then played arena in Arizona for 2 years. He played arena football.
When's the last time you played football?
Like with pads on?
Like in
Playing
a
with your buddies
structured-
outside at Thanksgiving doesn't count.
In that arena football, that's different.
I would never do that.
That is different. You got the wide receiver getting a head start from 25 yards back in the end zone.
I would never do that. They offered me an opportunity to play arena ball when I got done in Pittsburgh, in Washington, and I was like, I'm not. I can handle a person. I don't want to run into a wall.
That wall's
I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm good. No, I'll pass. Oh, so last year, he said he played. He's 6'2", 225. All right, man. You sound like you're in good shape.
Go for it.
Stretch. Be ready to roll.
We love it.
Yeah. Text us back with some updates.
Text us back with maybe a name. You know, we are in tight with the Battlehawks head coach. Carey?
Yeah.
Let's go, baby.
Maybe we'll throw something in there for Anthony to call a play, too.
Yeah. We should have Anthony attend camp.
Oh, my gosh. That should be a punishment for one of us.
Punishment.
Ooh. That ain't bad, actually.
Don't hate it.
Yeah, I'm not tearing no hamstring messing with y'all.
No. I'm good. All right, it's the Fast Lane here on 101 ESPN. We will continue. We come back. Again, we got Matt Adams in here until 4 o'clock today, so we're going to have some fun. If you have any questions for Matt, text him in. Marshy will grab those, and we'll let Matt answer those, and then we'll do our best to answer whatever that was anyways. So keep up here with us. 314-399-9646 is the text line. We're back at you here in a minute on 101 ESPN. Welcome back inside the Fast Lane. Jamie Rivers, Carey Davis, Andrew Marsh, and Matt Adams joining us here. It is Freedom Friday, so get your questions in. Matt now has access to the text line and the YouTube channel.
This could be dangerous.
So I just, you've been warned. All right, buddy, you've been warned. Marshy, what do we got?
All right, Doug's Soggy Waffles wants to know, For Matt, if the Cardinals trade Wilson Contreras, how hard is it to learn first base in the big leagues if that is not your natural position?
It's a good question.
That's a great question. I kind of had to learn on the fly. I was drafted as a catcher. Showed up to Johnson City. Mike Schilt was my manager, and I was listed as a first baseman. So I did
first base. You
I
do
did
now,
hit the
son.
ground running. I would say the biggest thing for anybody trying to learn the position is just footwork around the bag, because there's so many times where that ball's hit so hard and you're playing deep into the hole and you're running over to cover the base and you look up and that ball's already mid-flight at you. So you gotta know where that bag is, and your footwork's got to be dialed in so you can lock in on that ball coming your way.
So you said you're drafted as a catcher. As an obvious question here now is Contreras was a catcher. People have talked about Herrera going from catcher to first base. Is it easier for a catcher because you're used to catching the ball at different levels all over the place?
Yeah, I think maybe
that's a dumb question.
No. I think that's a great point too. It's just it all comes back down to footwork. It's different footwork. Catchers, they're using the footwork to get up, throw the ball to the bases. Here we're doing it where our timing has to be perfect.
Yeah.
To right around the bag and whatnot, and being able to pick the ball in the dirt. But I think Wilson did a great job. Playing the position.
We were
I think
totally skeptical at first.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I think he's a great catcher to begin with. But to be able to go and do what he did, playing every day at first base, I think it's awesome. So I think Herrera's bat plays majorly. I think he's got a great swing. I think he's a great player. So if that's where they want to go and put him there, and because I know they got a couple of good young guys coming up that are back there behind the plate. So I think that would help out the team for sure.
Matt, who was your, we all grew up watching the sports that we played. Who were some of the people that you watched? Was it any particular catchers or any particular players that you enjoyed watching as a kid and kind of emulated their game to become a pro?
My main guy was Ken Griffey Jr. Being a left-handed hitter, he's got one of the smoothest swings in the game. Just watch his swing. Playing pickup games with my buddies in the backyard. I would just try to stand like him, have that rhythm like him. Obviously, it did not work out like that. But him, Barry Bonds.
Some good
were
lefties
my
there.
two lefties that I really locked in and just really enjoyed watching their bats, and even whenever I got into pro ball, those were two guys that if I felt like I was in a slump or a little lull at the plate, I would go watch their videos and see mechanically how their rhythm was going, try to get myself back on. You
ever get to talk to either of them?
Bonds, when he was, when he was a hitting coach in Miami, we shared the complex down there in Jupiter, so we were around him a lot.
Cool.
Being able to pick his brain, super smart baseball mind. He was just kind of like the way Yachty and Pujols were just 10 steps ahead of everybody else with the way that they thought, game wise. Griffey, I got to talk to his dad more than I got to talk to him, which we had. Back home, we had
hey, Dad, can you do the same thing with me? So do with your son?
But it was cool. The two of them were super close and whatnot. So it was cool to talk to him and just see how they went about their business.
That's awesome. I mean, Carey, I don't know about you, but growing up, it's weird because everything went in fast forward for me. So you played college ball, and then when did you start playing pro ball?
2009, I got drafted.
How old were you?
20.
Okay, so you're close. So, I said it earlier today, left home at 15 to go play junior hockey. I was drafted to the Blues at 18. So at 15, I was watching NHL players that I looked up to.
Yeah.
I loved Chris Chelios and all these guys. Oh man, these are guys I want to play like that one day. And all of a sudden, a couple of years later, I'm playing with them or against them. I'm standing in the dressing room with Brett Hull. Yeah. Then Brett Hull's dragging me to the train wreck for beer and wings. I'm sure. So it was weird for me because you have this not an aha moment, but it's kind of wild because I remember meeting Chris Chelios and Al McInnes and those guys, and talking to them about the way they play and this. And that. Meanwhile, I was just 2 years before, 3 years before.
Watching them on TV.
I'm watching them and like not idolizing them, but wanting to be them one day. So that was kind of weird and great all at the same time. So I don't know if there's players for you.
I think I've told this story before. So my rookie year, I was an undrafted rookie. I went to Indianapolis, and I'm in the huddle. They had this. They wanted to implement a fullback, right? So they're gonna start bringing in fullbacks. So I'm the only fullback. I'm one of the fullbacks on the roster. So I'm standing in the huddle in practice, and I'm standing next to Peyton Manning, and Edgerrin James is right next to me on this side. Reggie Wayne is over there. The entire starting offensive line, and I'm looking. I'm like, man, if Marvin Harrison joins this huddle, man, I'm in here with the damn starting lineup with the Indianapolis Colts. This is amazing. And I'm watching. It's like slow motion. I'm watching Marvin jog to the huddle. I'm like, oh my God, it's happening. Marvin gets in the huddle. Peyton is on my left. I'm just staring at the whole huddle around my right, and then all I hear is ready, break, and I'm like, oh my God, I didn't hear the play. Oh my God. So it went from sheer like excitement, enjoyment to like sheer panic. Like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? And so I looked at Peyton. I said, oh, what do I got? And he's like, do this. And I'm like, okay. And so for me,
that's wild.
like,
He was so mad at you.
He probably was. He's like, what this damn rookie? Get his ass out of here. He doesn't even know what he's doing. I'm sorry, Peyton. I was in awe of you all for a second. But yeah, it's like when you are a rookie or a younger player, and like Jamie said, you're looking at these guys on TV, and then you're standing next to them. It's like, oh my God, this is amazing! Did you have that aha moment in
so many
spring
great
training?
Cardinals.
Yeah,
and all
so
that,
I got called up. AAA. We were in Vegas on the road playing. They were the Mets at the time. I got pulled from the game, 4th inning, and I thought I messed up. I'm trying to replay in my mind. I'm like, did I do something? Did I miss a sign? But I came in the inning and then grabbed my glove, and I was by the pitcher's mound, and I hear my manager, who's the third base coach for St. Louis right now, Pop Warner, yelled my name, like, come off the field. And I get in there, and he goes, hey, go pack your bags. You're going to the big leagues. I go, no way. So, and the team was in L.A.
Yeah.
And my debut, Sunday Night Baseball, Dodger Stadium.
Wow.
And I'm like my heart's starting to beat fast right now just thinking about it. And I think I was on a 5 a.m. flight. Did not sleep a lick the night before. And the game's not till 8. Pacific Coast time. It's 5 o'clock time.
Yeah.
But I land, 7:30 a.m. My agent picks me up from the airport. We go to his house, gets me breakfast, and then he's like, I'll drive you in, kind of ease the nerves a little bit. He drops me off and gets back in the car and takes off, and I'm standing outside Dodger Stadium. I'm like,
Good luck, kid.
What way do I go? How do I get inside the stadium? And then
you're a player, sir.
And then I finally get in the clubhouse, and it's Yachty, Wainwright, Kyle Loesch, all the guys that I watched these guys when I was younger. But now I'm sharing a clubhouse with them. I'm in the starting lineup. Sunday Night Baseball, ESPN game. I'm like, oh, I just got to hit the ground running. But it was that was my aha moment.
Yeah.
Getting the debut in Dodger Stadium, such a historic stadium. But yeah, that was wild to be able to walk in that clubhouse and share.
Cool. That's cool.
It's an amazing feeling.
Who was your first game against?
New England Patriots. We played the opening game of the year.
Welcome to the league,
against New England. Yeah, and we lost in New England, but it was for me it was that. It was just that moment in training camp and working your butt off. And they actually, so what happened was they put me on practice squad. I thought I made the team after training camp, and so I'm like, oh, this is terrible in my brain because I did everything right.
Yeah.
And then a day before before the team is about to leave, they're like, hey, you coming with us? I'm like, huh? What do you mean? Yeah, we might sign you to an active contract and you probably will play on Thursday. I'm like, okay. So it changed.
It got way better.
It got much better.
This was Thursday,
the
first
opening
game
kickoff.
of I'm assuming the Patriots won the Super Bowl.
I think so. I think they beat the.
Why you got to go there,
I think they beat
typically,
You guys talking about something funny. You have to remind me of that.
I'm asking questions.
I think they beat the Colts in the AFC Championship the year before.
Gotcha.
And so that was 03. So yeah, they beat the Rams in 03, correct? Was it 03? No, they beat the Rams in 01.
They probably beat the Eagles.
They beat the
or the Panthers.
The Panthers in 03.
Yeah.
They beat a lot of teams.
They did beat a lot of teams.
That's why Carey hates Tom Brady.
He does. That's why
I love Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Come
Anytime
on.
we bring out Tom Brady, you think that guy's a plumber somewhere. CD treats him like that guy's no good.
I can't help but think of Marvin Harrison just running to the huddle like he's a part of Baywatch or something. And Carey's
He's in slow motion.
Slow motion.
I was picturing him in a red sweater.
Ready, break. I'm like, oh, my God.
That's awesome. All right, it's Freedom Friday here. Keep all your questions, comments coming in. We got Matt for another 45 minutes or so. Carey Davis, Jamie Urs, Andrew Marsh. We'll be back with you here in a minute on 101 ESPN. back here in the Fast Lane, 101 ESPN. Jamie Rivers, Carey Davis, Andrew Marsh, and, of course, Matt Adams. Big City with us for another 40 minutes or so. And we are taking your questions, comments, concerns, whatever you got for us at the Air Comfort Service text line, 314-399-9646. What's wrong with
They
you?
can keep their concerns today. Just give us your compliments and comments.
Carey.
I don't want to hear any concerns.
We say that because it sounds like we care.
Oh, okay.
It's
you
all
got to
about,
make them.
you just say it.
Yeah, but then you get an email.
We do.
You tell you have it to 10-year listener.
But if you don't read the email, does it exist?
This is true.
Right?
Yeah.
That's all how you look at things.
Exactly.
All right, Marcia, what do you got?
All right, from the 314, Matt, who was your favorite teammate on a personal level and then on a baseball level?
Dang. Wow, they're really setting you up here now.
Personal.
We're going to put this online, too.
Probably would have to be Colton Wong or Michael Walker.
Oh, good call.
On-field baseball teammate, Yachty for sure.
Okay.
I mean,
Did he make the game easier?
Yeah. He was basically a manager in uniform behind home plate.
Yeah.
It was awesome to share the field with him and and whatnot.
So I got a couple questions. I'm gonna dig a little bit here because we all know the legend of Yachty and certainly Albert and all those guys. But Yachty in particular, seems like there's a certain thought that, he's this prickly personality and all that. And I've seen that side of him. But is it always kind of like that and just a little tapered down for the teammates? Is he always kind of like petting a porcupine, or is it a little more laid back?
No, I would say he's never laid back. He's always on.
Okay.
He's always locked in, dialed in. We never saw him. He was always he was the first one there, locked in the video room, doing his homework, studying the competition, and he was the last one to leave. He was on another level.
Yeah.
But he was such a good teammate that.
Did he hang out with the team at all?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you hear some of these guys, it's not that they're being bad teammates, they just do their own thing.
Yeah. No, he was around. He was really good to the younger teammates. He was super helpful. Taught us what to look for, tendencies, tips to pick up on, because he was so dialed in nonstop that he helped us out tremendously. It was
cool.
fun. Yeah.
I had a theory that when Yachty was here, it was when you have a group project at school and everybody puts their name on it, but one person is doing the majority of the work.
Yep.
I looked at Yachty as it's our group assignment, but you all just put your name on it. I'll give you the answers.
I got you guys. I got you. Yep.
You don't have to worry about thinking, I'll tell you what to do, and it's going to be right, so you're good. And then when you lose a player of that caliber, it makes it a little bit more difficult for people now. Everybody has to kind of pull their own weight when you had this guy that was so much more, involved in every aspect of the game that you didn't have to worry about it. It makes life a little bit harder when that person is no longer on your roster.
Yeah. He to your point, he made it, the game's not easy, as you guys know with your, collective sports, but he did make it easier because he was so prepared, so locked in that took a lot of the pressure off of us where we could just go play the game that we knew how to play. But Yachty's Yachty. Yeah. He's one of a kind. And teams I hope he gets a chance to come back here, or manage anywhere in the league because they the organization would be.
Do you think you'd want to do it? So here, now that I got you here, we're just going to. Now I'm going to talk to you about Yachty here for a second, okay? Do you think Yachty's ready to do the 162 at the ballpark, 7 a.m., leaving at midnight? Do you think, because I know a lot of star players, humble brag, by the way, I know a lot of star players, and when they migrated into coaching, one, they either were unable to coach the way they saw the game because they were just such an elite player, or two, they weren't ready or didn't really want to put in all of those hours every single day, and that's the 82-game schedule for hockey, 162 for baseball. You think Yachty's there where he's ready for that?
I think that's why maybe he took some time off.
Okay.
Once he was done, he went and spent it with his family and was around the kids, watching the kids grow up. I think he loves the game so much that I think he's ready to get back in.
How frustrated do you think he would get? I know because I picked this. This is my picture of Yachty.
Yep.
Okay, is he's got a young player. I don't know, player X, Y, or Z. It doesn't matter. I don't have to single out anybody. That they're kind of they've got the swagger to them, but they've only played a year or two in the league. They think they're better than they are. They don't really listen to anybody. They've always been the best player. I said Yachty wanted to come in and just crush that player's spirit, be so sick of the new younger player. Right.
I think I think that younger player, player X, walks into the field and knows that Yadier Molina's his manager.
Tightens up a little bit.
I think he's going to tighten up a little bit, but also I think he's going to respect what that guy did for his career,
for sure.
and I think just speaking from experience, the way that Yachty would talk to us as teammates, if we messed up or whatnot, if we didn't do what we were supposed to do that night, he hadn't his voice carried where we when he talked, everybody shut up and listened. So I think he's going to carry that same tone when he gets in that manager seat as well.
Okay. It sounds like from what you were talking about with him that, and Jamie, you asked the question, would he want to do the full 162? It kind of sounds like he already did, based on him being there first, being there last.
You mean when he's playing?
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know if that would be different. The only part you take out is that he actually doesn't make the impact on the field playing.
Yeah, and I think he's managed the last few years in Venezuela and stuff. So I think him getting into that and showing people he is serious about getting back in uniform and being a manager. But I think he's going to be picky. I think he wants to come back here. I think there's
How do you think Ollie feels about that? You gotta. If you're Ollie, you're constantly looking over your shoulder. Where's Pujols? Where's Molina?
But I also think Ollie's confident enough in his own skin that he's confident with what he's doing.
It comes across that way.
Yeah, and Ollie's great. I think he's a great communicator. He's able to get 30 guys and, have that message at spring training, get everybody aligned to go after the same goal, and that's win a championship. Yeah. He is really good in that aspect. So I don't necessarily think, obviously in the back of his mind,
I think we're all human.
Yeah. And especially not having the winning seasons that the Cardinals are used to. I think that plays a toll in it as well. But I think he's such a good baseball mind and is such a good communicator that he's confident in the way he delivers his message and getting guys heading in the same direction.
We're joined by former Cardinal Matt Adams. And Matt, you were talking about Yachty and his just intelligence. We were talking during the break. You are a Steelers fan.
Yeah.
And so when you brought up...
Here goes the freaking love fest. Hey, I had no idea. Matt and I got to know each other here recently at dinner a couple of times. I thought, we'll bring him in. I had no idea we're going to get this surprise.
Oh, yeah. We're going to outnumber Jamie for sure.
He's checked out.
Go ahead, boys.
So you're talking about Yachty and the level of intelligence and just the preparation. I immediately thought about Troy Polamalu. Troy was, and it's funny or interesting that when you have some of the greatest players at their particular position in their particular sport, the way that they see the game is obviously different. Their athletic skill set is different from everyone else, but their preparation is on a completely different level. Troy was able to tell you what play was coming based on down and distance and where the receiver was aligned and, what part of the game it was, where they were on the field. And you're like, how the hell does he do that? Well, he's extremely prepared for what's about to happen. And when you talk about Yachty, I feel like it's just the exact same thing. You know what pitch is coming. You know what pitch they need to throw in this situation versus this batter. To have someone that prepared to help, it just makes everyone that much better. It makes your team that much better and explains why the team was having so much success when he's there.
Yeah, and this was before I played with Yachty before PitchCom and the stuff's in our hats, so everybody knew what pitch was coming. I loved playing defense when Yachty was catching just because we had a sign where if some off speed was coming to a left-handed pull hitter, he would give me a little sign. I would be able to take one step closer to the line, and the ball was hit right there. So it was like that. Like that's the level of preparation that like you're talking about with like Troy and like guys like Yachty, like that are just way ahead of like everybody else on the field.
It's
Like
awesome.
it's just it is awesome, and it's awesome to be able to play with those guys because in turn you lean on them, but ultimately you get better from that as well. Like you start looking at the game differently.
Yeah,
So
you'd be a fool to not catch on and to learn and to keep working hard. Like honestly, as a young player, so many things. I remember Al McInnes. This is one quick story. I know we got to get to break, but a 3-on-2 in the game of hockey, you're outnumbered. And lots of times the defensemen give up the blue line waiting for help from the forwards. And I was like, I don't want to play that way.
Don't trust the forwards.
Well, don't trust the forwards. Garth Butcher told me that in my very first training camp. But Al says, whenever we're gonna push back towards the middle so that they push the puck out wide. We're gonna force them. We're gonna dictate where the puck goes by playing in the middle of the ice. Because why would they come down the middle? They're not.
Right.
So as soon as the puck goes wide, whatever side it goes to, that defenseman is going to go right to that guy, stick on puck, body through body.
Right.
Because now the third guy who's over here, he's late to the play. He's kind of irrelevant. So it actually turns into a 2-on-2.
Gotcha.
So he's like, first D-man goes, eliminates player, second guy comes in, picks up the loose change, or eliminates second player because they don't have a play. The third guy's irrelevant.
Yeah.
He taught me that like the first month of playing in the NHL. I never forgot it. And I did the same thing. Every partner I ever had after that, I'd tell them the same thing because I wanted to be successful too.
Awesome.
And so you play that way. I was like, holy crap. Like,
It makes life easier.
I never thought of that before. So that's that's another great thing. All right. We are, let's see here. Supposed to do the time check, but I need my glasses on. 3:31, your time check brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers. It's free, Freedom Friday. Matt Adams with us for another 30 minutes. We'll be back here with more of your questions on 101 ESPN.
Hey, Missouri, if you haven't heard by now, FanDuel Sportsbook is live in the Show Me State, and they're kicking things off with an offer that is tough to beat. Right now, new customers can bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets, win or lose. Whether it's football, basketball, hockey, or more, you can bet it all on an app that's safe, secure, and super easy to use. So download FanDuel today or head to FanDuel.com/Missouri to join the excitement. And if you want to get excited about this weekend, you got the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington Commanders. Maybe you like Saquon Barkley to score an anytime touchdown, A.J. Brown over in receptions, maybe Jalen Hurts over in passing yards, and take the Eagles on the money line. Whatever you want to do, you can, because Missouri, it's time to play your game with FanDuel. 21 plus and present in Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. The Blues lose in overtime last night to the New York Rangers by a final score of 2-1. They'll be back in action tomorrow, taking on the Florida Panthers. We'll have pregame starting for you at 4 o'clock. Puck drop will be at 5. Tonight we have the first round of the college football playoff as Oklahoma goes up against Alabama. Pregame for that one starts at 6:30. Kickoff is at 7. Freedom Friday continues next right here in the Fast Lane. I'm Andrew Marsh, and this Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
Welcome back. Freedom Friday here in the Fast Lane. Jamie Rivers, Carey Davis, Matt Adams, and Andrew Marsh. Marshy, we got a question from the Snake Pit.
Yes, we do. Uncle Sam, 1789, wants to know what was going through your mind, Matt, during the memorable home run against Clayton Kershaw in the 2014 NLDS.
I was trying not to have a heart attack rounding the bases.
But walk us through that, because I always think there's pressure moments in every sport, but I don't know if there's more pressure on a pitcher and a batter. The one-on-one, massive circumstances. You're in the you're in the on-deck circle. Now, boom, it's your time to go. Like, walk us through from there.
Yeah, so step up to the plate, runners on first and second. I think it was a 1-0 count. We're down 2-0, bottom of the 7th. And when you got a guy like Kershaw on the mound, for me, I just wanted to see something over the big part of the plate and just try to take my nice, easy, smooth swing and get the barrel to it and pass the baton on to the next guy. And I was always a good breaking ball, like, strike hitter. So I saw that thing pop out of his hand. And
now, what are you looking for? Because this always amazes me.
Yeah.
Because I've played baseball, and I've been in there against not major league pitchers, but retired major league pitchers as we're throwing stuff. I couldn't pick up anything. All I'm trying to do is make sure I can see the ball. Seriously.
So I was.
So you're looking for fingers coming over the top.
Yeah. So for me, I was always ready for the fastball, dead red. I didn't really sit on breaking ball. I always had in the back of my mind that maybe a curveball's coming here, but Kershaw had such a big breaking ball that I knew that if I saw it pop out of his hand, that's the one that I wanted to go after.
Okay.
So I saw that thing pop, and I'm telling myself, just stay in your posture, like hold your posture, take your nice, easy swing. And I made contact, and it was like one of those feelings where, like, you made contact and you didn't feel the ball.
Felt nothing.
I'm like, oh, that's good.
That's good.
That's good.
I was playing softball, Carey.
And I saw the trajectory of the ball, and I'm like, everybody. Arms go up instantly. I'm standing at home plate, and then I see the ball start coming down towards the wall. I'm like, oh crap! I saw Matt Kemp going busting his butt back towards the wall, and I'm like, oh, I better get my butt in gear.
Yeah.
Started like sprinting round in first base, and I saw ball landed in the bullpen. The bullpen goes crazy.
Yeah.
I almost missed first base. If you see the video, my first base coach is pushing me back towards the base as I'm like high-fiving him. So like. And then, like, rounding the bases, not everybody knows this, but, like, I get in, celebrate with the guys in the dugout, do the curtain call, and I'm like, we still have 2 more innings left.
Yeah.
I got to lock back in. So, our batting cages was down underneath the dugout, so I went down there, laid down in one of the batting cages, and, like, did some, like, breathing to, get myself back to, grounded.
Yeah.
And because we were like, we got to close this game out because we do not want to go back to Dodger Stadium for Game 5. Like, we got to close this out. So it was such a wild ride.
So
I just wanted to keep going on that because you guys had success off of Kershaw, not only that season but 2013 as well. Like, the team was there some sort of like, okay, we got this guy, because it just seemed like you always did.
Yeah, everybody thought that we had like a tip on him.
Yeah.
And like, if we did, I didn't know about it.
Matt didn't get the memo.
I think like our lineup, both in 13 and 14, we were so good about like just wearing the pitcher out, no matter who was out on the mound.
Yeah, I remember Carp's at bat, like I had like an 11 pitch at bat or something.
And then he ended up hitting the I think it was a double.
Was it
or
double
a
down the
homer.
line or something like that?
Marshy's like Rain Man when it comes to this.
I love it.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah. But no, we just
like 7 when it happened.
we knew that like once the play like Kershaw in the regular season, his numbers were nasty, but we knew that like if we got him in the postseason, that they're like if he felt a little bit of pressure, like we had him.
Well, that was for years. That was the tell on.
Yeah, and it was just like, okay, like don't try to do too much. Just everybody take their good at bats and pass it on to the next guy, and that's like just the approach that we had on him, especially in the playoffs. And we locked in on that approach, and we never veered from it.
Yeah, it's like, I can't believe they're putting this guy, like they're bringing him back out. He's at like 90 plus pitches. Like, sure.
So with success comes obviously people start to love you and you get nicknames.
Yeah.
Right? Big City. And also Jumbo Pepsi.
Yeah.
So the Jumbo Pepsi, I heard at some point you weren't a fan of it. What did you think of the
nicknames?
Because I was always a bigger dude like that. Like my first couple years with the Cardinals, I was pushing 285, close to 290, but like I still could move well.
Right.
And Jim the Cat Hayes one day, like I think it was in 2013, my rookie season, he like sent out a tweet in game to like the fans and was like, "Hey, Matt Adams needs a nickname. Send in your request and we'll go over it." And he got like 5 or 6 Jumbo Pepsis. Big Mayo was another one. I'm like, thank God that did not stick. I'm like, this is absolutely awful. And then, but Berkman, like spring training of 12, Berkman, like I came in and like, big guy again. He was like, I'm tired of big guys being nicknamed Big Country, so we're gonna like throw a little twist on it and call you Big City, and it just kind of stuck.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm like, that's the one that we're going with. Jumbo Pepsi, Big Mayo, like throw that stuff out the window. We're not using that. We're gonna stick with Big City.
All right, there you go. Now we know why he's called Big City. All right, we got more Freedom Friday coming at you right after the break. Those questions, text them in, 314-399-9646. We've got Matt for one more segment, so please get your questions in now. 101 ESPN. The world's largest sports book at your fingertips right here in the state of Missouri. Derek Stevens, owner of Circa Sports, him and the crew came out here about 7 to 10 days ago, sat down with us, and man, we were just celebrating the great Circa Sports app and the fact that the state of Missouri now has legal sports betting. It's pretty easy. Get to the App Store or the Google Play Store. You find the white Circa Sports logo. Click on that, and away you go. They've got high app limits, player-friendly pricing, which is awesome, exceptional customer service, and when it comes to anything else, how about the odds? They've got the best odds of any app that's out there. You don't believe me? Download the others, compare, and you'll see they've got the best odds. They've also got great lines on all their futures bets, tight money line splits. They've got the player props and the parlays, everything available on the Circa Sports app. And again, that customer service is fantastic. You talk to a human being, not a chat bot or any one of those things, because Circa Sports and Derek Stevens, they want to make sure that you're completely satisfied. So please don't miss out on any of the action. Download that Circa Sports app today, and you can start betting like a pro. Must be 21 or older. For problems gambling, call the Problem Gamblers Helpline at 1-800-522-4700. Welcome back to the Fast Lane. Here, Jamie Rivers, Carey Davis, Andrew Marsh, and we've got Big City Matt Adams with us for another segment in this Freedom Friday. So let's get to it.
All right, so all of you guys have been in a Major League Baseball, NHL, NFL locker room before. This is an interesting question from the 636. When you have a season like the Blues are having, where they are supposed to be really good, but they're not, how does the coach or manager continue to motivate the players? I'm sure over time there were some passionate speeches, which were followed by losses, and then you keep losing. Can you tell when a coach doesn't believe his own message?
Oh.
Big City.
Yeah, go ahead.
Better put me on the spot, guys.
No, that's fine. And you can give us names, too.
I think, I think if the head coach has one or two of those a season, really like holds a team message to fire the boys up.
Yeah.
Anything more than that, I think it's a little bit too much. It's overkill. I think after the first one, like the good teams that I've been on, the coach comes in, has one blow up, gets the team going, and then it's your leaders in the clubhouse holding all the players accountable. So that's how you get back on track. You have so for hockey, it'd be the captain, the assistant, captains, holding those players accountable, making sure they're doing their job and pulling their own weight. For baseball, it's, for us, it was Yachty, it was, Wainwright, it was Matt Holliday. Right. Those guys were the manager would say his piece, but then those guys were, kind of policing the clubhouse, making sure everybody was heading in the same direction after that message.
Yeah,
100%.
I agree. I agree 100% with that because I've had, the Mike Keenans of the world where once a week he comes in and flips the Gatorade table and yells at everybody and everybody's terrible and it works twice. After that, it's just like white noise. And then at that point, as a player, for me anyways, that's when I looked at Mike Keenan and said, this guy doesn't really know the game of hockey. He's lost. He's doing this because he does not know the answer or how to fix this. We're in trouble at this point. So for me, some of my best experiences through tough times as teams was coaches that would have not even the blow-up meetings, like the heart-to-heart. Here's where we're really bad. Here's where we can get better, but we have to be willing to put the work in. And in Detroit, I always bring up Detroit because I had such a positive experience there. Now, we were a really good team, but you go through tough patches. And so I remember Scotty Bowman and Dave Lewis and those guys would have team meetings, group meetings. And what I mean by that is all the defense would go in and meet with the coaches, with the defense coach, with the head coach, and you try to put together 5-game segments for each pair. You want to be plus whatever. You want to have this many goals, this many hits, this many block shots. Let's see if we can get to this number. And each line was the same thing. They go in and have their own separate meeting, the goaltenders. And then as a team, you'd have goals for the 5-game segments. Right. So now what's happening is each player is coaching themselves and the group, holding each other accountable because you don't want your group or your line to fail the big group so that the big group doesn't meet the expectations. So you end up now with coaches that are coaching, players that are holding each other accountable, and a group of people that are all pulling in the same direction by doing the best they can at their one position, not trying to step outside and do too much.
100%.
And those are the times where I notice that teams start to be more successful. Even if you're losing, you start to find positives to build off of.
Yeah, I think the coaches, it only goes so far, right? Because I don't know how you all feel. I think I know, Jamie, we've talked about this. I cared more about what my teammates thought about me than I ever cared about what a coach thought about me because I know my teammate is there with me every day. They're in the fire. We're all going through the same things. That coach is just, he's not in that locker room every day. So I want to be accountable for my teammates and make sure that I hold up my end of the bargain so that we're not losing games because of something I did or did not do. And the coach can give you his spiel, he can talk to you, but at some point it does fall on deaf ears, and your teammates are the ones having those conversations. You have to look at this man and say, hey, I'm going to block my ass off for you, or I'm not. And if I don't, you're going to get hit in the face, and that's on me. So it's just really when you're losing, it spirals. It can spiral, but I think it's all on the team because we hear all the time, well, Monty needs to do this, and I guarantee you Monty is doing everything he can to get that group going. The players have to come to an understanding and an agreement. We're going to work our asses off for one another, and we're going to play the best hockey we can play, and that's any sport.
Well, there's
100%.
there's a lot of people that you mentioned. Well, you should have done this, you should have done that. Especially like in baseball, we all think that we could be a manager.
Yeah,
like you're away from the
it's
game.
It's an easy thing to do. I mean, what are you doing? I mean, you should have went to the bullpen a lot earlier. I mean, why'd you bat that guy?
You're away from the game. When you watch the game, do you feel that way, like away from the game, or do you understand more so because you play like, okay, this is why he made this decision? Whereas us who never played.
And how crazy are most people who watch the games?
Yeah, I have an understanding just like from playing it for so long that like especially the managers that like you play for or like play against for a long time, you start to pick up like their tendencies of like when they're going to go to the bullpen, who they're going to bring out of the bullpen, what guy you're going to pinch hit for based on the matchup. Like, so like I don't find myself questioning that as much, like because I've in the back of my mind I kind of understand his thinking about it.
Right.
Where like this past year being in AAA, like one step away from the big leagues, like that's like as a manager, like managing a bullpen, like in AAA, like my manager would get text in the middle of the game, like third, fourth inning from the big league pitching coach, hey, so you got to stay away from so and so, like these three pitchers, and then you're like, and then the game plan goes right out the window.
Oh my God!
Like, so
all
you're
of a
gonna
sudden,
like,
one guy's wearing it.
yeah. So like you gotta be able to like adjust on the fly, and like so like it's not as easy to like manage like a game like as some people like would think, but like also like there are some like out of the box thinkers that hold that manager seat that like. Really, like you scratch your head and be like, man, like that may have not been the smartest play. Like it's not something that I would have done, but like, but then it ends up working out, and you're like, oh, he looks so smart. Like so, like there's like a give and take like aspect to it as well.
So here's something that I asked BT a while back, but BT's a pitcher, so his daily routine during Major League Baseball season is different than a positional player. How much can you fix throughout a season? Because if there's something that's going wrong, whether it's fielding, you're having too many errors that are going on, or if it's hitting, you're not creating the offense that you should be creating, but you play almost every single frigging day. So how do you get the work done? How can you change anything?
Yeah, so I mean that's a great question. I mean we're out there, like we have batting practice, so like the infielders, like they'll work on stuff, like we'll have like early work with our infield coach.
And how tired are you sometimes trying to do that?
We're tired. Like it's like
there's a fine line, right?
Yeah,
because like we need to work on this, but the guys are dead. We've played 7 days in a row.
And that's where like you just kind of like the human element and like having feel comes into play. Where like okay, like you played 6 days straight. Like we're not going to get out there and bust our butts tomorrow.
Is that when like more video maybe happens?
Yeah, like where we'll show up early. Like they'll have like the plays that maybe like you made an error on or whatever, that like you weren't in the right position, your footwork wasn't right, and you were able to like slow it down and really dive into that video and like break things down, and you retain that stuff like in your brain, like where like you can like. We call it like mental reps. Like we're watching video, like we're understanding what like the infield coach is talking about, and we'll replay like, and then they'll go and show us like a good play.
Yeah,
that like we do. It's like we see both sides of it from like the video.
I love this.
But like so, it's like days like that where like they feel like maybe okay, like you're moving a little bit slower out there. Like tomorrow, like we're gonna like cut the ground ball session a little shorter, and then after BP we're gonna go in, or even before BP we're gonna go in the video room and break some things down. So.
I got a question because Jamie knows this feeling. I don't know how it is for baseball, but we watch film as a team. And there are plays on that film that you blew it. And 3 or 4 plays before that specific play comes up, and you're sitting in that seat like,
here it comes.
God.
Oh, yeah.
Are you all, it's the same, you all are watching it with your teammates?
Down, let's say you have a terrible at-bat.
Yeah.
And the manager comes in, like the whole clubhouse, and be like, yeah, we're going to go over Matt's at-bat here in front of everybody.
No, that doesn't happen like any baseball clubhouse. So the hitting coach like would then come grab me like if he saw something like blatant that I was like doing in the box that like was causing like my swing to break down or my posture to break down, we would like he would pull like myself into the room and like we go over like what the hitting coaches.
Okay.
Manager may sit in.
Yeah.
If he has like, wants to add his like 2 cents to
a little
it.
less
But it's a
embarrassing.
little
Yeah.
much less embarrassing. I mean, the whole damn team waiting to see this play. You're like, oh my God.
But like in the moment, like I can think of plays right now, like where I like threw the ball away at second base, or I booted a routine ground ball. Like in the moment, I'm like,
That doesn't feel
damn,
great.
I'm gonna be in that video room tomorrow, being asked what the heck happened on that play for sure.
That's awesome. All right, Matt, we're gonna let you go here. It was awesome.
Yeah, thanks
It
for
was
having me, guys.
awesome.
Absolutely.
Love having you in. We'll have you again sometime. For sure.
Absolutely.
I know the text line loved it. YouTube chat had a great time. So appreciate you coming by. Have a great holiday.
Yeah,
You and your
same to
lovely
you guys.
bride. Have a great holiday.
Thank you.
And you're always welcome here in the Fast Lane.
Absolutely.
Come
I'll
on
be
back.
back for sure.
Please do.
Yep, absolutely.
We've got the Tournament of Champions Gauntlet coming up next year in the Fast Lane. Stay tuned to 101 ESPN.
categories, one challenger. Can you survive the gauntlet?
Brought to you by Blue Note Roofing. Roofing, siding, and gutters. Visit BlueNoteRoofingSTL.com for a free inspection.
Welcome back to the Fast Lane. It's that time of day. It's the Gauntlet, and it's the Gauntlet Tournament of Champions. We've got our guy Jim back on the line today. Jim, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing good, boys. How are you guys doing?
We're good. We're good. Are you ready to rumble, buddy?
I'm ready to go.
Okay. So you picked your category last time, which means you will pick your category again this time. And then the wheel will spin Andrew or Carey, because you already beat me, and Anthony's not here. All right, bud?
Sounds good.
Okay, so category. Wait, what category are you picking?
So I choose a category, you said, right? Not the person?
Correct.
And you already chose random, so you can't
And
choose
you already
random
chose
among-
random, so that's off the board too.
All right, gotcha. Let's go foosball.
Okay, so football, and let's find out who Jim will be playing today. Marshy, or actually Jim, tell Marshy to spin that wheel.
Marshy, spin that wheel.
All right, who are you hoping for?
To be honest, I want Carey.
Oh, dang, Carey.
You ask and you shall
Well,
receive.
Jim, got it, baby.
Let's go.
It's football, and it's going to be against Carey Davis. So, Carey, heading off to the Cone of Silence.
Good luck, Jim.
Good luck, Carey.
All right, while Carey heads off, we'll go over the rules real quick. I know you know, but maybe somebody else who's listening doesn't. It's 4 questions. Each question's worth 2 points. If you use the option, it is now worth 1 point. A bad answer, or a wrong answer for that matter, is 0 points, and we've been through this already a couple times. If you're tied, we will go to a tiebreaker, and we will get a winner here today. And Jim, a lot on the line for you right now. I'm just telling you.
A win or 2 points, Jim. If you pick up 2 points, even in a loss, you're the Gauntlet champion.
Yep.
For the year of 2025.
No pressure, buddy. All right, Jim, I want to make sure. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, here we go, bud. Question 1. Again, category is football. The Chiefs now have officially been eliminated from playoff contention for the first time since the 2014 campaign. Who was that team's leader with 67 catches for 862 yards?
Options.
Was it Travis Kelce, Dwayne Bowe, or Jeremy Maclin?
Let's go Dwayne Bowe. Final answer.
Question number 2. Jim Harbaugh's Chargers outlasted Kansas City on Sunday, 16-13, nearly securing their own postseason berth. But can you tell us the winningest head coach in Chargers history?
Oh, man. Options, please.
Is it Don Coryell, Norv Turner, or Sid Gilman?
I don't think it's North Turner. Let's go with, who was the third person you said?
Third person was Sid Gilman.
Let's go with Sid Gilman. Final answer.
All right, Jim, question 3. The winningest coach in Iowa State history, Matt Campbell, departed Ames for Happy Valley on December 5th. With Campbell out, who is now the Big 12's longest tenured head coach?
Let me get options on that.
All right, is it Lance Leopold, Dave Aranda, or Scott Satterfield?
Let's go with the second one.
Dave Aranda?
Oh, yeah, final answer.
Okay.
Question number 4. Among the SEC starting quarterbacks, who was sacked a league-high 42 times?
Options.
Options are Taylor Green, Lenoris Sellers, or Jackson Arnold.
Let's go with Sellers. Final answer.
All right. Let's get our guy, Carey Davis. It's a packed house out there. Carey Davis in the hallway. Carey coming in here. Carey, how's it going? Silence, buddy.
I was standing out there and hanging out, talking to Jordan, JD as we call her around here, and Mike Ryder.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
How's it going in here, guys?
Category we know is football. You better pack a lunch.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yep. You ready?
Sure.
Okay, here we go. The Chiefs now have officially been eliminated from playoff contention for the first time since the 2014 campaign. Who is that team's leader with 67 catches and 862 yards?
That'd be Dwayne Bowe. Because I remember there was one year they had a receiver not catch a touchdown pass. So 2014?
Correct.
I don't think it matters. I'm gonna just guess Dwayne Bowe, because if you give me the options, I probably should take the options.
Okay.
You know what?
Which one is it?
Dwayne Bowe. Final answer.
Okay.
Question number 2. Jim Harbaugh's Chargers outlasted Kansas City on Sunday 16-13, nearly securing their own postseason berth. But can you tell us the winningest head coach in Chargers history?
Oh. I will. I'm probably going to need the options for that. Options.
Options are Don Coryell, Norv Turner, or Sid Gilman.
I was thinking Coryell. It's probably Sid Gilman. I don't think Norv had enough years there. Norv probably. That's Ron's brother, by the way. Really, Ron's brother.
Okay.
I'm going to take Norv off the list. It's probably Sid Gilman. I feel like it's Coryell, but it's probably Sid. Finkel and Einhorn. Gilman. You said Sid Gilman?
Sid Gilman is option C.
Yeah, that guy. Sid Gilman. Final answer.
Question 3. The winningest coach in Iowa State history, Matt Campbell, departed Ames for Happy Valley on December 5th. With Campbell out, who is now the Big 12's longest tenure?
The coach at Texas Tech. I can't think of his name, though. All right, give me the options.
Is it Lance Leopold, Dave Aranda, or Scott Satterfield?
Oh, Satterfield. Satterfield. I don't think it's Leopold. He just got there a few years ago. He was at Buffalo. Give me Satterfield. Final answer.
Question number 4. Among the SEC's starting quarterbacks, who was sacked a league-high 42 times?
Oh, my God. Which one of these guys was terrible?
Oh, man. Maybe just had bad offensive line, Carey.
I mean, that could be anybody, honestly. I'm going to have to narrow that down. I feel like it's Lenore Sellers, but, I mean, he played the most. Lagway didn't. Nussmeier didn't. I'm going through the quarterbacks. Marcel Reed, probably not. Arch, maybe. Options.
Options are Taylor Green, Lenoris Sellers, or Jackson Arnold.
Lenore Sellers, final answer.
All right, let's go over things here. This is for a Gauntlet Tournament of Champions.
I don't feel good.
All right, here we go, Jim. Let's go. Question 1. The Chiefs are now officially have been eliminated from playoff contention for the first time since the 2014 campaign. Who was that team's leader with 67 catches for 862 yards? Jim took the options, went with Dwayne Bowe. Carey did not use the options, went with Dwayne Bowe. Answer is...
It's Travis Kelce.
Yeah, Travis Kelce, guys. All right, good work, guys. Okay, question 2. Jim Harbaugh's Chargers outlasted Kansas City on Sunday, 16-13, nearly securing their own postseason berth. But can you tell us the winningest head coach in Bolt's history? Our guy, Jim, took the options, went with Sid Gilman. Our guy, CD, took the options, went with Sid Gilman. Answer is...
It's Sid Gilman.
Sid Gilman.
Sid the Kid.
Yeah, 1-1. We're going to go to question 4. Among the SEC starting quarterbacks, who has sacked a league-high 42 times? Jim took the options with Lenoris Sellers. Carey took the options, went with Sellers.
That's terrible.
Now, here's the thing. If Jim is right, regardless of the outcome of this game, he'll be our Gauntlet Tournament champion.
Okay.
Marshy, answer is.
It's Lenoris Sellers.
Oh! So Jim's the champion. Now, wait, though. Is it tarnished because he loses the match? Or does he walk down victory lane with a victory at the same time? Final question. The winningest coach in Iowa State history, Matt Campbell, departed Ames for Happy Valley on December 5th. With Campbell out, who is now the Big 12's longest tenured head coach? The score, by the way, is 2-2 at this point. Jim took the options. He said Dave Aranda. CD took the options and said Scott Satterfield. Marshy, answer is
Dave Aranda.
Jim.
You have chosen wisely.
Good job, Jim.
Jim, it is true gold for you. You win the tournament and you get the victory. Great job, my friend.
In the words of the old blues announcer Ken Wilson, oh baby,
oh baby, I like it.
Wow, Jim, the best Gauntlet participant in 2025.
Good job, Jim.
Thank you, guys. Carey, that was close. I wanted to take you down fair and square, and it was fun, guys.
You got me. Good
Jim,
job.
great job, buddy. Congratulations, my friend.
Jim.
Appreciate it, guys. Have a great weekend. Merry Christmas to all you guys.
Merry Christmas. Have a great weekend, buddy.
Yeah, you too.
All right. Well, Carey,
Wow.
you fought hard. Did a good job.
You know why Carey lost?
Why?
Because we didn't say Carey Davis.
Now you can say it as I go to the box.
All right, we'll be back with more Freedom Friday. We do have a guest here for Andrew Marsh.
Yes.
So we got a special guest coming in for Andrew Marsh. We'll find out who it is after the break. Ashley here at 101 ESPN, and on a Freedom Friday, we just do whatever the heck we want, by the way. Which, by the way, we had Matt Adams in here for about an hour and 15. It was awesome. He was awesome. If you missed any of that, you know, always go back to the podcast, download that, and listen. It's a good listen. That's brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. Yeah, CD almost forgot he's in the penalty box back there.
It's me holding myself accountable.
And we do have a special guest here today. Marshy was talking about it the other day, so my girlfriend Ashley decided to surprise Uncle Marshy with Nala. Yeah. Nala, welcome to the studio. Turn on her mic there. Oh, look, there we go.
There we go.
Nala's
she's
like,
struggling to get down.
All right.
Oh, pretty good. Oh, man, Nala with the road trip.
Oh,
she's struggling. Ashley's going to get head-butted.
I'm going to steal that dog.
All right, it's Freedom Friday. Text line is 314-399-9646. Babe, if she's too much, you can just get down with her. It's fine. She's fine. She wants daddy. Good. Don't blame her. Marshy, what do we got?
All right, let me scan the old text line real quick. People are wanting to know, Carey, about your year in the Gauntlet.
Yeah, it's been a rough one, man. I think I'm under 500 now, man. 41 and 42, I believe.
You talk smack about the Blues and the Cardinals.
Yeah, man, it's not been a good year. You know, sometimes you put out your best effort, and sometimes it just isn't good enough, Marshy. But we will rally, and we will be better in 2026. That I can guarantee. You know?
Oh, where's she going?
Well, of course, what do you think happened? Who do you think called my phone?
Again?
Who do you think called me?
McKinnon?
Oh, your daughter.
McKinnon.
Yeah. She needed you again?
I don't know. She's going to get Ashley now. At least I have help here for me. Yeah, Carey, tough year for you in the Gauntlet.
Yeah, it happens, man.
I do feel like you were targeted quite a bit.
Clearly with good reason.
Yeah.
I mean, the way that it's looking.
Now, what are you going to do to change that?
I just have to lock in, man. You know, be a better Gauntlet player. You know, I gotta study more. You know, sometimes.
What exactly will you study?
I mean, everything, clearly, because you lose 42 times in a year. You ain't studying enough, man. And Jamie, I'm gonna be honest with you. Studying was never my forte.
Yeah, I
didn't enjoy it. So I don't know how I'm gonna go about this, but I got to study all things sports. From here on out, from like 1900 to 2025, all things sports and world related, anything that could fall, you know, within that scope from those time frames, I think I'll be good.
Yeah, it sounds like an easy plan.
I got some days off here coming up for Christmas and New Year, so I'm gonna study. Right. You think I'm gonna be studying? Locking it in.
I believe you.
Yeah.
You don't have to yell at me.
Yeah, I believe you. I really can't hear myself, so I don't know how loud I am.
Well, you're raising your voice.
Am I loud?
It's a little offensive.
I can barely hear me. So
you sound great, Carey.
Thank you.
You sound great.
Stop it.
We get a question from the 573. Okay, the Christmas holiday is approaching, and in your opinions, what is the most overrated and underrated Christmas movie?
Oh, wow.
There's
overrated?
no such thing as overrated. Underrated is Die Hard. Most underrated Christmas movie of all time.
Is it underrated, though? It's a hell of a movie.
There are a lot of people that say it's not a Christmas movie.
Yeah, but does that make it underrated?
Well, those people don't know what they're talking about. Jamie? Sorry, Anthony.
We did have a dog over there a minute ago.
Overrated Christmas movie.
Underrated Die Hard for you. Overrated.
I know what you think.
What do I think?
I know what you think.
What?
The movie that was in a school and not a house.
That's a Thanksgiving movie, is it not?
That's a Christmas movie.
Are you serious? Home Alone?
I guess it is a Christmas movie, yeah, because they go to France.
Yeah, for the Christmas break.
I know, dear.
It's snow on the ground. He died. Listen, Ashley, I don't know how. I don't know what's going on with him. Yeah, it's a Christmas movie. Okay. Home Alone. You don't like it?
I do love it. I don't like that Anthony says it was filmed in a school gymnasium. Clearly, it wasn't. I've seen the house in person.
The house was for sale.
It's just for sale. Want to buy it? We should buy it.
We should. Anthony. Give it to him for a Christmas present?
Yeah, we'll charge him, but still.
We definitely will charge him.
Okay, so overrated.
Are we getting any texts? I mean, I can't. I got pretty good eyesight, but I can't read that far.
Sorry, I'm petting the dog right now, Carey.
Okay, no apologies.
I will say this, and this might be massively unpopular. I don't know. But there's a movie that plays every year that it's fine. It's fine.
Don't you do it.
It's
24/7?
I don't know. It's fine.
What is it?
But it's not like I can't miss it. Like there's certain movies and the cartoons and the short ones I can't miss. Like Rudolph with the claymation, can't miss it. Okay, love it. The Grinch cartoon, can't miss it. Okay, love it. Year Without a Santa Claus, love it. I love Santa Claus the movie. This one here, if I don't see it, I'm okay.
What is it?
A Christmas Story.
Oh, my God. You did not just say that. I knew you were going that way. How in the hell can you say A Christmas Story? You're going to wash your mouth out with soap is what we're going to do right now. Are you kidding me?
You're scaring the dog. I know.
Are you kidding me?
Loud noises.
What are you doing? A Christmas Story is the ultimate Christmas movie.
I think they ruined it for me, though.
Why?
Because they played it 24 hours a day.
You get the limp with the leg, Jamie.
Okay,
I know.
cool.
Come on now.
I'm going to put my Carey Davis. Okay, cool.
No.
Cool. I seen it. Cool.
He got the kid sticking his tongue on the pole. Like,
Which
come
I
on,
did
man.
that as a kid several times.
Did
We had
it
these
stick?
metal railing that came down. Carey, I don't know what goes through a child's brain when you're looking at this railing and you're like, I'm going to put my tongue on it. And it stuck.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And then, thank goodness, I was close. I could kick the door behind me. And my mother's like, what's wrong with you, baby? And she comes in, So then she pour the water, and I'm crying and slobbering everywhere.
You did it more than once?
No, I think only once. Maybe last year I did it. I'm not sure.
I'll be honest, I don't really care for that movie either.
Oh, my gosh.
Thank you.
It's not like
You two.
I didn't grow up with it.
What? You did.
Yeah, I know. Maybe that's why I'm sick of it, Carey.
It's shameful.
I don't know,
It's
just,
shameful.
I'm going to make you watch it for 24 hours straight.
All right, listen, I will watch it too.
All right, hang it. You, dog handler. Come over to the Carey's mic here. Dog handler is Ashley, better known as my girlfriend, my lovely significant other. Christmas Story?
In or out? Oh, Ashley.
Come on, don't be shy.
I gotta.
I will watch it. I will not choose to watch it.
So Carey's on an island.
Yeah, Carey's
Come
on an
man.
island.
I'm not alone. I can tell you. I guarantee the text line is saying you all are crazy.
Now, if my
for saying
children
A
are
Christmas
listening,
Story.
they will 100% veto me. But
Jamie's dead on.
What?
Christmas Story's overrated.
Oh my goodness.
You don't have to watch it 24/7.
You don't shoot your eye out. Like the iconic lines. You got the bully chase. Like, come on, man. It's so much that took place in that movie that we're not going to pretend like it
FedEx
was
Brian's not happy with Ashley. Ashley, WTF?
sorry.
So disappointed. Christmas
I'm
Story
disappointed
is
in all
ass.
of you all. What? Come on, man. Yeah, this is ridiculous.
What about Snow Buddies? That's a good movie. I think I saw Nala in that one.
People are asking what kind of dog Nala is. Nala is an English cream golden retriever.
Yes.
And she looks at you with those puppy eyes where you just want to donate money to a cause.
Or steal her.
Or steal her, according to Marshy.
I'm keeping her on a leash around Marshy
Yeah,
because he
you
will
should.
take her and run.
Yeah, I've seen that leash before.
Mike Ryder said he'd fill in for me.
All right, we've got Freedom Friday continuing here after the break, so please stay tuned. We're having some fun here on a Freedom Friday.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. Blues will be back in action tomorrow after losing to the New York Rangers last night in overtime, 2-1 the final. The Blues will go up against the Florida Panthers. We'll have that game for you right here on 101 ESPN. Pregame starts at 4. Puck drop will be at 5. Tonight we'll have Oklahoma and Alabama, first round of the college football playoff. Pregame starts at 6:30. Kickoff is at 7. It is Freedom Friday, so text into the Air Comfort Service text line, 314-399-9646. If you have a question, if it's a sports question, send it. If you have just a random question you want us to answer, send it. It's Freedom Friday, and it continues next right here in the Fast Lane. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. See them at Londoff.com. Chevy, together we drive. Are you kidding me?
Welcome back to the Fast Lane here, 101 ESPN. It is Freedom Friday. Love seeing your texts and your messages come through the text line and YouTube chat. Who knew a Christmas story could be so polarizing? One side or the other.
Ridiculous.
One side or the other. CD, you're taking a lot of heat.
No, actually, you guys are as well.
Nah.
They've called you out some names that I don't want to repeat.
It all depends on how you read things.
Well, we know how you read it. Skewed, slanted towards Jamie Dan Rivers.
I'm going to sleep like a baby tonight.
No, it's something else.
What do you got, Marshy?
I was just going to say, I'm going to sleep like a baby tonight.
Attaboy.
Regardless of whether or not...
Crying, crapping your pants every hour?
Yeah, I mean, I don't do that anymore, but...
Just to cut in here, and Marsha, you don't have children yet, and one day when you're ready, I'm sure you will, and I hope you do. But when people say, I slept like a baby, you obviously never had a baby.
Man, because they don't sleep through. Oh, my God.
Okay, so I heard they sleep. They just don't sleep when you sleep.
No.
That's a lie.
It's questionable. I've had a couple of stories with my oldest. So,
I remember hearing the story about you when you had to call your mom.
My mom had to. It was one night. I was in I'm not sure, but I was home from my daughter. I had my daughter when I was a senior in college. So my first, I guess, Christmas break was with her. She's born in November, so she had to be a month old. It was New Year's Eve. And my daughter literally, and I'm not exaggerating when I say this, she cried from probably 6 p.m. until 1 p.m. Non-stop. I fed her, put her in the car, burped her, changed her, fed her. I cried with her about 12:30. I
bet you did. I bet you did.
I was crying with her. I was like, I don't know what to do. And so... At 1 o'clock and 1:30, my mom walks in. She was hanging out for New Year's, and she grabbed her, and my daughter stopped crying. I was like, you have got to be kidding me. What are we doing here?
Did it hurt?
All right, it did hurt, but I was so happy.
You were happy?
I was so happy that she stopped crying. I was like, oh, okay, good. I can go to sleep now.
Yeah. Some babies, like, it's a miracle if like, they slept for 3 hours uninterrupted. It's like, it feels like 12.
Yeah.
But most of the time, it's every hour, every other hour, where they wake up and they peed their pants, or they pooped their pants, or they're hungry. And then if they're hungry, you don't burp them, they've got tummy pains. And then, and when I had twins, the twin boys, wow. So whenever one would wake up, you'd wake up the other one too. Didn't matter.
Yeah. Just because.
You got to keep them on the same schedule. Because otherwise, you're like in a Turkish prison.
Playing with fire.
Every 20 minutes, you're getting woke up. So sleeping like a baby, that's a terrible saying. It really is.
I said 6 p.m. to 1 a.m., did I?
No, you said 1 p.m.
No, I'm sorry.
Wow,
well, that would have been even worse.
Well, I thought you meant all the way through.
No, it was 1 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah, it would have been worse than
really
1
bad.
p.m.
It feels bad for you now.
All right, it was still long.
It's a long time.
6
A
hours.
baby crying
6,
for an
7
hour
hours.
straight feels terrible.
Yeah, it was a long time.
Well, what's a better saying than sleep like...
Sleep like a drunk.
Slept like a drunk.
Yeah.
Yep. Passed out like a drunk.
Out like a drunk. Here you go to bed now. Now that's some sleep. You don't know what the hell's going on.
Slept like a baby on Benadryl.
Because they were sick and not feeling well.
Allergies.
Yeah, you got to give them medicine to help
seasonal, of
them
course,
sleep.
but
Correct. Yeah.
Mostly when they're young.
Yep.
You guys ready for the next question?
Sure.
Interesting one here from the 801. Have you seen ticket prices to the FIFA World Cup next year? Ooh. Do you think once-in-a-lifetime sporting events are worth the price?
It's tough for you because your Super Bowl, like every year, the Super Bowl is out of control.
Yeah, those tickets aren't for regular people.
It could be a once-in-a-lifetime thing.
I took my son to NBA All-Star Weekend. I'll never do that again. Like, that was expensive as hell. I'm like, oh, what am I doing here?
Well, that's so boring.
And it just wasn't a great event. But Super Bowl, maybe. I think it would have to be a good game. And you can't dictate.
Problem is,
you don't know.
You're like, okay, Super Bowl, big whoop.
It's is that bad?
Check out my ring. Think I care?
I've been here. I've been to one of these before.
I almost went to the Super Bowl when the Rams played the Patriots, not when like Adam Vinatieri kicked the field goal and the Rams were here in St. Louis, but it was the one where Tom Brady played Jared Goff, Sean McVay's L.A. Rams.
Oh, yeah.
And that was like one of the worst Super Bowls ever.
Not great.
A very low-scoring game.
10-3 or 10-6.
Bill Belichick turned that into a muddy swamp of defense.
Almost went to that game. That would have been my one Super Bowl that I attended. Really happy I didn't do that.
So where was your Super Bowl, Carey?
In Tampa.
Okay. Which one was in Detroit?
That was the year. 40. That was 40. That was Steelers versus the Seahawks.
Oh, yeah, because I was at that one.
Okay.
I was playing for the Red Wings, and I remember going there and then going over to the bar. Chris Chelios had Chelly's Chili Bar. It was like right across the parking lot from the football stadium.
Okay.
Went in there, and a whole bunch of players from other teams were there. I just know because there was a lot of very large humans in this room. But it was cool. It was really cool, but now I'm like, I'd rather watch it on TV. But that's me.
I don't, the sporting events, I enjoy the comfort of my own home or a home watching some of those events as opposed to, I guess I'm old now.
I think there's an experience to it, too. Like, even though I'm older, too, like if my boys or even my youngest daughter, who will hopefully go to college one day, she's a junior now in high school, but like, if they wanted to go tailgating. Yeah. So let's say you're, I don't know, Mizzou. She goes to Mizzou. It'd be cool to say, hey, Dad, why don't you come down early morning, let's go tailgating for the Mizzou game. And, okay, I'm in. I'll do that, but it's like, I feel like because it's an experience that I'm sharing with them, but like after I did it once, I wouldn't be like, hey, let's do it again next Saturday.
And maybe if you're connected to a program or like if Illinois for somehow some way made it to the national championship game and I wasn't doing radio, I would definitely go. Like I would find my way that like I would be there because when it's a once in a lifetime type of deal. But for a Super Bowl for a team that I'm not invested in. Yeah, who are you watching? You're there for the U.S. men's national team? Like, are you?
If it's a final game,
it is.
I'll probably
here.
Be there.
So, like, how
St. Louis?
No.
Oh, I was like, why the hell did they put a game here?
No, but like, I don't know if have they had a World Cup? When was the last time they've had a World Cup here
in the States?
Yeah, have they ever? I don't know.
Isn't this one like the States, Canada, and Mexico?
Yeah, it's a little bit. It's like North America, but like they are having games here in the States. Yeah. So I feel like that would be like I'm not even a huge.
Where's the
soccer
final
guy,
game? It'd have to be like SoFi or AT&T, maybe.
Yeah, it'd probably be one of those.
Somewhere like.
By the way, they have to rename. I don't know if you saw this. They have to rename AT&T Stadium for this tournament because
what?
I guess. With FIFA, they won't allow stadiums to have like naming rights. So I think it's just like Dallas Stadium or something. I don't know.
AT&T.
I think so.
How does AT&T feel about that?
Yeah, Jerry.
If they're not they're not a sponsor of like the tournament, I could be completely wrong on that. It could have been one of those things where you see like Elon Musk is buying the Cardinals or whatever. Or,
could happen. You never know, Marshy. Sometimes
one of those things.
Sometimes those tweets are very believable.
I mean, it's tough. Like, have you seen AI videos? Like sometimes I'm like, these things look so real.
I'm gonna tell you
don't
something,
even know.
And I'll show you this at the break. I wish I could show it, but there's a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine. He found an app. And so he sends me these videos, and it's a video, and he's like, "Oh my God!" He says, "Hey man, your station's wigging out tonight." because I know he watches the Blues games and whatnot. And so I look, and the video is me and Andy Strickland. We're sitting there doing the intermission.
Yeah.
Before. And we're talking exactly the way it is. And then we lean in and kiss each other.
Oh, man.
Like CD.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to be
It
careful.
looked 100% like if somebody put that online, people would believe it.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, we're in a really bad place right now.
Yeah, it's very difficult.
So think about this, right? And I know we're up against it here, but think about this. You're taking a picture with an Illini fan, a Steelers fan, a nice lady.
Right.
That is married, maybe has kids. But she's a big Steelers fan, and she's taking a picture with Carey Davis. You take that picture. Somebody takes that picture, AIs it, and shows you guys kissing, snapshots it, and posts it. Carey Davis making out with a Steelers fan.
That's
be all bad.
I know.
In my house, for sure.
It'd be bad anywhere. So I just don't know how we stop this stuff.
I don't
It's
know.
concerning.
By the way, 94 was the last time the World Cup was here. So that was before I was born.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
Okay.
And it looks like, I know you asked where the final will be.
Yeah.
I think somebody said it will be in New York.
I mean,
text line is gospel.
probably fitting.
World Cup 94, Foxborough saw Maradano's last game. $70. Oh, yes, it was awesome. It says World Cup tickets for 26. 1,000 and 2,000 is what he's saying. And to see Messi, he's lit. Hell no.
No, I'm good. We watch him play Inter Miami. We're good. All right, it's Freedom Friday. Your texts to 314-399-9646 or jump on the YouTube chat with us in the old snake pit. And we'll continue all of this next on 101 ESPN. Welcome back here to the Fast Lane, 101 ESPN. We are continuing Freedom Friday here. So get your texts into 314-399-9646 or jump on the YouTube chat over there in the Snake Pit. Our guy Marshy is paying attention to all things message board related. Marshy, what do you got?
All right, we had a text from the 618. As coaches for you two, how do you guys deal with obnoxious and unruly parents who want to yell at umpires and referees or even at the players and coaches during games?
Yeah, we don't. Your child wouldn't be on the team. Like, it's as simple. Like, we're going to, for me, and we're going to respect, we're going to respect the coaches, we're going to respect the opponents, and we're going to respect the officials, because a lot of those people, especially at the youth level and in high school, they're volunteers. And some of them, you get to high school, some they get paid, but it's already hard enough to find people that want to referee games because of the interactions, the bad interactions that they have with parents. Mm-hmm. So when I'm coaching my players, even my assistant coaches when I was a head coach, you don't talk to the refs. I talk to the ref. It is not your job to say that's a penalty. Nope, we're not doing that. And if you're in the stands, same thing for you. We're just not going to do it, because there's a level of respect that is required and that is expected from your child and from you as a parent in those stands when you're watching your child's game. So we'll have a conversation about it, and if it continues, then you and your child can go elsewhere and find another coach to play for.
Yeah, well, I couldn't agree more with Carey on this one. I'll take it one step further is, as a youth sports coach, whether it's high school or anything that's not professional, even college, I'll group that in there, although college now is tough because of all the money involved. But to stay on track here for the purpose of my comment is, we are obligated we're raising your children too. Mm-hmm. We are. We're not parents. We're not giving them life, but we are raising them.
Sometimes we give them life advice.
We do. You're right. And there are kids that I see to this day that I run into, I coached, and they still call me coach. Mm-hmm. And I run into parents who say that you were one of the biggest influences on my son or my daughter who are hockey players, this. So for me, you have an obligation to not just create good athletes, you have an obligation to continue to raise good human beings. And so I tell the parents all the time, two of the words that we use on any team I've coached is discipline and respect. Mm-hmm. You respect yourself, your teammates, the coaching, the opponent, the referees, all of that stuff. And the discipline is that nobody yells at the ref. If there's a problem with the referee, coach will calmly step down off the bench, call the referee over, have a conversation, not yell across the rink at the coach. And I'm just using hockey right now. And so if I had a parent that was unruly, yelling at the ref and obscenities and things like that, I would have a meeting. Yeah. I'd have a meeting with the parents and the athlete and say, hey, listen, usually I have had this happen, and I ask the athlete, what are some of the words we have in our locker room? They compete, hard work, respect, discipline. I'm like, okay, great. I look at the parents, like, what about you guys? Think you can do those? Can you follow those rules?
Yeah. And
it's usually the dad. The dad's like, well, I'm like, no excuse here. Respect, discipline, all of these things. Yeah. It's the same. We're teaching all the time.
Yes.
So I would tell them, if you continue doing that, two things are going to happen. One, I'm going to ask you to leave the facility.
Right.
And you won't be back until I deem, you're ready. And if you don't leave the facility, because I'm not going to forcefully remove anybody, because where's the example there?
Right.
Then your athlete won't play.
Correct.
So you directly have an impact on how much your little boy or your little girl is going to play today because of your behavior, when it's something you can easily control.
Yeah, and it's I get it, the passion, the emotion you want, but you're there for, like you said, to make sure that your child is having fun and learning the game that they're playing. And so it's not your job to be disrespectful to the referees. And again, I get it. It's a passionate game, and you're excited and you're in your feelings. But at the end of the day, and I do truly believe that when you see unruly parents or unruly team, that coach doesn't have control of what's going on. So, if you're a parent and you're on a team that allows those things, look at the head coach, because that's the person that can nip it all in the bud. Hey, we're not going to do that here. Like, we are not going to do that here. We're going to be respectful. We're not going to yell. We're not going to cuss. We're not going to yell at the opposing team. We're not going to yell at the opposing players. Hell, we're not going. And I would also have to tell my team, my parents, think of this. While you're complaining about the offensive line not blocking, the offensive lineman's mother is right there. So let's be respectful of our comments in the stands as well as it pertains to your own team and your son's teammates. Let's be respectful of everything that we're doing. And if not, hey, man, it's cool. You don't have to play here. And I'm cool with
I'll happily give you a release.
Yeah.
And just to kind of expound on that, Carey, I also had a rule for the parents, like, we don't yell at a player on our team that's not your child.
Or your own child.
Or the other team. But if little Johnny is not hustling and dad wants to, hey, come on, pick it up. Like that,
yes.
I don't mean like you suck, you stink, all this stuff like that. But the worst thing you can do is if, let's say you and I are hockey parents and our kids are out on the ice and little Carey makes a mistake. And I'm like, let's say his name's Carey. Carey, what a terrible play.
Yeah.
What's he thinking?
Yeah.
What are you going to say?
Who are you talking to?
Why don't you shut up, pal?
Yeah.
Because it causes
Correct.
So I used to tell people, the parents in the meetings, like, listen, all of your kids are going to make mistakes.
Right.
They're all going to do something where you scratch your head and go, what the heck was that? But we're here to encourage them. It doesn't mean you say good play. It's don't worry about it. Get it back. You got this.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like something like that.
I think that, and so in football, they'll come to the fence and start coaching their kid. And I'll tell them, hey, you can stay over there. You can either come be an assistant coach and be at practice every day, or you can leave your son the hell alone while I'm coaching him on this field. Because whatever you're telling him, I'm sure is not the right thing as it pertains to what we're trying to do here.
No, you're right.
So, sir, ma'am, please sit in the stands. And I'll tell the kids,
because parents care. They think they're helping.
And more times than not, they're not.
They're not.
And it's not it's not every single case or every single situation, but I've had parents yell at me. I've had parents yell at kids. Hey, man, go sit down. And I would go sit down. Let's not do that. We're not talking to the. Please walk it off. Yeah. So
I would tell parents too. Like at sometimes, sometimes there'd be dads that are upset about how much little Johnny or whatever's not playing, and I had a ton of respect for that, But I'd always say, well, we're going to talk in front of little Johnny. So I'm going to tell him and you what the expectations are, maybe why he's not playing as much, and so that. And things he can work on. Because my goal is not to punish children. As a youth sports psychologist, my goal is to, one, have them leave every day loving the sport that they're playing, and hopefully they improve every single day.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
Because playing college, pro, all that stuff, that's so far down the line. I'm not going to be tasked with trying to make these kids believe something that is very difficult to achieve. But I used to say all the time, if there's an issue or you think you can do a better job of coaching, I will hand you my whistle, and I will leave, and I will never come back as a coach. But now you've got to talk to all the other parents and tell them that you are now the head coach.
Yeah. And why?
And well, yeah. And be like, well, I don't want to do that. Okay, cool. Then let's be a team.
Yeah, I would invite coaches. I would invite parents to come watch practice. My practices are open at high school. You can come watch the practice. You can. Now, understand when you watch this practice and you see your son not able to do some of the things that these other kids are able to do, then you'll understand why he isn't playing as much. We can watch film. I can show you exactly what he was supposed to do versus what he actually did.
Yeah.
And so when you offer that to them more times than not, they're like, okay. So you just want to complain. You don't really want results.
You're not solutions-based.
You just want to have a reason to yell. Okay, cool. Let's not do that. If we're going to watch, and for me, when it comes to, like with high school, I would tell kids or the parents, your son, it used to be three things why they didn't play, right? It was either you didn't know what you were doing, someone is better than you, or you didn't show up enough.
Yeah.
And I took the third one away because if you don't show up, you're not on the team.
Just not playing.
Like if you miss a couple of practices unexcused, like just go home after school because you don't want to, okay, well, you don't want to play football. You don't have to be here. So I took that excuse away. And when it comes down to it, I would tell parents, your child has to compete. I said, everybody that has a job, I would tell them, raise your hand. We'd be at a parent meeting. Raise your hand if you have a job. And I'll raise your hand. Did you have to interview for said job? Yeah, were there multiple people that interviewed for said job? Yeah, that's competition. Okay, you got selected for that job because you were the best when they looked at the resume, when they went over the interviewing process, when they met you as a person. You were the best person for that job. That is competition. We're not running from competition. Your child is going to have to compete in life and on this football team. If he's not good enough, he's not going to play. And I'm not going to tell a parent, hey, your son broke his leg because little Timmy doesn't know what he's doing. I'd rather tell, your son's not going to play because I don't want little Timmy to get his leg broke. So, it's
tough.
But eventually they get around and understand.
It's tough.
Yeah.
That's Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers here, Andrew Marsh. It's time for What's Trending coming up next here on 101 ESPN.
topics in the sports world.
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
It's time to find out with
What's Trending? Brought to you by Elite Comfort Experts. Heating and cooling with no gimmicks, just guarantees. EliteComfortExperts.com.
Welcome back to the Fast Lane here, 101 ESPN. It's time for What's Trending.
All right, gentlemen, we'll just keep the Freedom Friday going, but what is trending? The Blues are trending. They played last night.
They got a big point, Carey.
They did get a big point. They play tomorrow. They take on the Panthers. That should be a tough game for them. But we get a question from Grant Francis Fan Club. What if Thomas Busch and Kyrie's best years are already behind them?
Whoa.
Is any part of you concerned about an early decline, and how would that impact the team's future?
I would say that your future looks really bad. I mean, if three $8 million players are already on the downside of their career at 27, 28 years old, Busch is, 30, I think, now? I don't think the best years are gone. This year's going to be difficult because of the injury to Kyrie and the terrible start for Busch. And, Tomer's still getting his points. I'm going to take a little quick look here. He's got 24 points in 32 games, so he's not completely off pace. But you have to look at this like there's not one player on the Blues that has even 10 goals yet. That's not good.
Troubling.
And the power play has been struggling of late. And that's two areas where if Tomer's passing to somebody who can score, that helps. And power play scoring goals helps. And right now you've got three guys injured that are goal scorers. Snuggerud, Kyrou, and Holloway. So those are three targets that can no longer receive passes or pass the puck to Robert Thomas. So that will affect his point totals overall. I don't think that we've seen the best of those guys so far. Maybe point-wise, we've seen the best with Pavel Buchnevich. I don't know per se, but if we look at his career, the most points he had ever was in 21-22. He had 76 points in 73 games for the Blues, and then 67 points in 63 games, 63 in 80, 57 and 76. So he's been trending in the wrong direction as far as his point totals go. So maybe Busch, we've seen the best of Busch as far as his point production goes. But if Busch can get sitting anywhere between 60 and 80 points a year, he's still a productive player for this team.
The 636 wants to know, do you really believe that Thomas, Kyrou, and Busch can be three of the best six forwards on a Stanley Cup champion team?
I do. If you play, so let's play silly for a second. You got McDavid, Draisaitl, and Nugent Hopkins as your first line. If your second line is Thomas, Buchnevich, and Kyrou, you're doing pretty good. I mean, even the Florida Panthers, if you put their top line and your second line is those three guys, that's a hell of a second line. So your team would have to be abnormally deep with elite talent for those three to not fall into your top six. Now, are they a number one line on a Stanley Cup contender? They haven't proven that yet. But can they be a top six? I think that's a no-brainer.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have McDavid, Draisaitl on your first line.
It wouldn't suck.
When do we get to have two of those players, or at least one of those players, Carey?
He's only a couple more years from McDavid. Never know. He'll be a free agent at some point.
What are the odds? Let's just play this game.
Okay.
What are the odds that McDavid would ever want to come here?
Why wouldn't he? I mean, free zoo. They don't have that in Edmonton.
They got toasted ravioli in Edmonton.
And they don't have Emo's Pizza.
What? The beautiful things that you get here.
And they don't have a brewery, let alone multiple breweries.
Come on, man.
If Wayne Gretzky
came here,
could come here and play hockey.
Wayne loved it here. Wayne still lives here.
I wonder if he could get in his ear.
I'll talk to him about it.
You talk to him and he talks to McDavid.
Yeah, because McDavid still has that restraining order on me. Yeah, it was weird.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it was fine.
Party.
I just wanted to ask him a couple
Was this
questions.
before or after you ran into him and talked about Colton Parayko?
It was after. We were bros when we talked about Colton Parayko.
What are you seeing from him this year?
Who?
Parayko.
It's a weird year. I don't get it, really. He's still a really good player, and he skates so well. He's so big. All the things, all the easy to see things. But his offensive output, like 0 goals, 10 assists. It's 17 goals last year.
Right. I wonder if
I don't know.
If that is because last year
16, my bad.
Last year you did have a lot of output from your defenseman, and really Justin Falk is.
He's the only one.
Yeah, he's like the only guy. And Philip Broberg
Fowler's only got 1 goal.
Yeah, and he did so well in the playoffs too. Yeah, I wonder if that is the element of the game that we're not necessarily talking about enough when we talk about the offense.
Well, if you look at even Cam Fowler last year, when he came to the Blues, he left Anaheim, 17 games, had 0 goals, 4 assists, 4 points. Came to the Blues, played 51 games, 9 goals, 27 assists, 36 points in 51 games. That's regular season.
Yeah.
It's not the playoff run. And now he's got 12 points in 36 games. So you're right. The offensive numbers, in particular for those two players, are down. But I would argue that your power play hasn't been very successful. And, for Cam Fowler, that was a big portion of his points. So it's affecting everybody. But you certainly got those two guys only have 1 goal between them, Parayko and Fowler. I would like to see that change. All right, that was What's Trending here. It is 5:13. Your time check brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers. We've got about 45 minutes left here on Freedom Friday, so keep getting your questions, comments in here to the text line or the YouTube chat. We'll continue this here on 101 ESPN. If you're thinking about selling your home anytime soon here in the St. Louis area, please call Gloria Lou with your home sold guaranteed realty. And a lot of people wonder if holiday time or the new year, what's best as far as listing your home for sale. And look, we know that it's a tough time of year. People are spending money elsewhere, but also remember that inventory is low, which means your home could be the #1 attraction out there once it hits the market. And to further that, with Gloria Lou, she has 24,000 buyers in waiting, which means there's a huge portion of those buyers that will get eyeballs on your home right away. That helps you sell quickly, and it helps you sell for the most money. So if you're looking to sell your home anytime soon, I highly recommend that you call Gloria Lou with your home sold guaranteed realty. When you do call her, tell her Jamie Rivers sent you in. Her phone number is 314-325-6888. Again, that's 314-325-6888, or you can always visit GloriaHasTheBuyers.com. Fast Lane here on a Freedom Friday on 101 ESPN. Jamie Rivers, Carey Davis, Andrew Marsh, and we're going to continue Freedom Friday. Hey, Drew.
All right, from the 618, if you fast forward to the end of the Cardinals season, do you think the Cardinals should deserve to have better attendance numbers than last year, regardless of the team's performance?
It's tough because everybody wants a winning team, and everybody wants to hold the team accountable to winning. I will say this, and it's just my opinion. I don't know it to be fact. Is so far Chaim Bloom has come on the scene and been very honest about what their process is going to be here, short term and long term. And I think that goes a long way with some of the Cardinal fans. I think the Cardinals fans got more upset with not necessarily only the on-field product. I think they're upset with the way they were treated. I think they were upset that, the DeWitts, in their opinion, the fans' opinion, weren't spending enough money. Or they were upset that John Mozeliak wasn't spending enough money or challenging the DeWitts. And then John Mozeliak came on and said things that, made people feel like he was being arrogant or standoffish. And then, the DeWitts said some things about the fans that was not well received. So there's been damage done from a relationship standpoint with the fan base. Now, does the on-field product damage that relationship? Of course it does if a team just continues to lose while being guided by somebody that people maybe don't like. So I think that fans will give a little bit of a benefit of the doubt to Chaim Bloom, especially if he continues to carry out, the mission that he's presented already to the fan base, knowing that he's trying to drag this franchise back in the right direction. I mean, I could be wrong.
Yeah, I think they're trying. I like what Chaim has done. I think just starting with the draft and what you got back in return for Sonny Gray and just the conversations that you're hearing as to what the plan is going out and signing Dustin May. It seems there's going to be a plethora of pitchers, which you can never have enough of. I think your position group is what it is. Like you're already young there. You got guys that you need to see what they are, if they're able to have some success, if they're able to play at a high enough level. And if not, then you can probably start moving on from those guys. But I think the positions, you feel somewhat comfortable in knowing, who's going to be where. It's been the starting rotation, getting younger and getting higher ceiling guys. And I think Chaim Bloom has done a really good job of, stating what the plan is, what the goal is, and then actually going out and doing that. So I think going forward, I think Cardinal fans will be looking more forward to seeing what the future holds with this version of the Cardinals than what you've seen in the past few years.
I feel like there's more hope right now. I know we throw that word out there a lot, but I just feel, and maybe it's just me, but I feel like there's more hope with Chaim Bloom, and there's more intrigue with this roster and what he's going to do, regardless if the team isn't going to be playing baseball at the standard that a lot of people want them to be playing at. I think that the fans will want to go to the games just to see what's going on, because it's not John Mozeliak, it's Chaim Bloom. And if the team starts to win some games, maybe more people show up. I have no idea. They could still be mad, but I feel like a lot of the anger was directed at Mo, and he's no longer here. Now, there's some people that have a lot of anger directed towards ownership, and I understand. So maybe those people won't show up, but I'm very intrigued by what this roster is going to look like this upcoming season. I definitely want to go. One, because I love going to the ballpark. I love the smells of the ballpark. I love the sounds. I love when the weather's good. Just going to a game, watching a baseball game. Even if the team's not good, you can still show up and just hang out, and you're around the ballpark. I love doing that. Yeah. I'm sure there's other people out there that love doing that too. And if the team is slightly intriguing or you want to watch someone grow, then maybe we do see more people show up next year. I don't know.
Yeah, I hope so.
636 says, unfortunately, there are those fair weather fans that are still complaining and are already saying they don't like Bloom and think that nothing will ever be good enough.
So why would you not like him? I
don't know. I actually haven't seen that from anybody. I haven't seen anybody
but if somebody didn't like him, I'd like to know why. Because he hasn't done anything wrong yet. like he will at some point make a move that not everybody likes. I mean, that's the job. Unfortunately, that's any CEO of a company makes decisions that are best for the company, maybe not most popular opinion, right? So, but I don't know why anybody would be upset already, because he came out, was pretty brutally honest. He told the media, go ahead and ask me any question. I don't care. I'm here to answer your questions, blah, blah, blah. Here's the plan. He's been very clear. Like, he didn't say, priority 1, 2, and 3 is a trade Nolan Arenado. He said, we're looking to move Nolan Arenado. We're hoping to, but if not, he'll be at third base on opening day. Like, so now if Nolan Arenado's at third base on opening day, people can't say, well, that guy's a liar. You said that. Like,
right.
He's been very, in my opinion, so far, he's been very forthcoming with what the overall plan is.
Yeah, and maybe some people have like this preconceived notion about him because of what happened in Boston, the way that
he was given his marching orders there.
Yeah, for sure. And the way that the Rays models are, we're the Cardinals. We're not the Rays. Why are we going to do that?
They do a pretty good job at developing.
There are some people out there that feel that way. So
yeah, I get it. I'm not.
Yeah. I mean, what are you going to do, though? Like, it's not like you can hop inside their brain and tell them what to think.
Yeah, some people
they won't go to the game, and that's on them.
It is amazing that there are some people out there that you know. There's people that we know in our everyday lives. And this has nothing to just do with the Cardinals. It's just like everyday
angry
lives.
people?
No, not even
people
angry.
That are pissed off just because they woke up today?
No. Okay. There are those people, Carey.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah, you're right.
People in your life that are intelligent, that are good parents, make a good living, all of these things. And yet you'll sit there at some point and you have a conversation with them and you go, is there anybody upstairs?
How did you make it this far in life?
What? Wait, what? Back that, what?
Is this sports takes or is this just everything?
Life takes.
Life, sports, and I know that politics is super hot topic. I'm not alluding to that. So if anybody's like, well, he's talking about
part of it too.
No, I'm not talking about left or right side of the aisle. I'm talking about just like even sometimes there's a life philosophy that pops up. I'm like, huh?
Like, I run into some people and I look at them and I'm like, how did you're 40 years old, 45, 50. How'd you make it this far, man?
Sometimes I ask people, how'd you get out the front door today?
How did you get here? Like, nothing happened in life that just, you're still here. Yeah. It's amazing. Hey, as crazy as hell as you are. Like, yeah. It's crazy.
What's going on here?
Yeah.
And you reevaluate, like, why am I
how are we friends? You're dumb as hell, actually.
Maybe I'm the problem.
So the 636 says, I've seen comments on social media that aren't positive about him being Chaim Bloom. I even saw comments last night that want Jim Montgomery fired.
It's an interesting take.
Can I say something? I'm gonna give you my personal
Friday,
opinion.
first of all.
Jim Montgomery ain't getting fired. I mean, that's the definition of insanity. You've done it a couple of times. If it ain't working now, I'm gonna step out on a limb here and say Jim Montgomery probably has the most job security of probably any NHL coach for the next 2 to 3 years, 3 to 4 years. Like he ain't going nowhere. So with that being said, if the same people keep doing the same things, eventually you stop looking at the coach and you start looking at those people and say, you know what? It wasn't his ass. It wasn't his ass. It's your ass. You need to go. And so Jim Montgomery, for all of those that have, because I've seen it a couple of times, why ain't nobody talking about Monty getting fired? Because he ain't going nowhere. So quit asking. He ain't. Like, I'm not even close to the Blues. Like, I ain't talked to nobody. But I know that. I'm going to tell you, I ain't talked to a soul down with the St. Louis Blues. Jim Montgomery ain't going nowhere. Now, the players, you might want to start looking at...
Well, that's where we're at, okay?
Yeah.
So that's where we're at in the cycle of this franchise right now. Craig Berube lost his job because, he lost the room. Or however they phrase it.
Correct.
Okay? Drew Bannister came in and did pretty good. Like, I thought he did fine. He did good enough to get the job. At that time, he'd worked with a lot of the kids and minors. He had an above 500 record. He did the best that he could.
Didn't seem like some of the post-game comments made by some players, it just didn't feel like maybe they were on board.
Yeah, well, too bad. because they got the guy who they loved fired by playing not good. So if you don't want a certain coach fired, then play better, right?
Yeah.
And so then Drew Bannister was relieved of his duties because Jim Montgomery became available. So Jim Montgomery right now, in my opinion, is in a very powerful position for good reason. The team fired 2 coaches very quickly to get Jim Montgomery, then gave Jim Montgomery a 5-year deal. He's only in year 2. And it's the same core of players for the last 3 coaches. So the next move, the next order of business is not Monty being fired.
It ain't a coach.
It's a players being moved. Because if after 3 coaches, this group still has the same obstacles, then it is not the coach. Because you had the hard-nosed coach, you had the young coach, like fresh blood, and then you had a very positive, upbeat, successful coach, and they're all seeing the same things.
Well, the key is you have to move on from the right players. And what I mean by the right players is, in this case, it's the wrong players for your team.
Yeah.
And you have to get that. You have to nail that, though.
What I've learned, we talk about therapy a lot here. It's very therapeutic to talk. We do. I've been in therapy, and I've learned that.
Have you?
Yeah, hell yeah. Sure. Life changing. Jamie, trust me. I'm a much better person.
Really? Man.
Yeah.
The doctor's either a miracle.
It's a miracle.
Or failing.
It's a miracle. Much better. I learned this, that if multiple people say the same thing about you, like you meet multiple people, right? So, Marshy, the longer you go in life, you run into people, and if they say the same thing about you, like, oh, you're this way, and those people are from different walks of life, and they don't know one another, but they all say the same thing about you, it's your ass, man. It ain't nobody else.
That's
it's
who you are.
That's who you are. So if your team has been struggling, and you've gone through multiple people running your team, it's you. It ain't them. It ain't a new coach that's needed. Your ass is needed to be somewhere else. Now, who you are, I don't know. We don't know. We'll figure it out. But somebody in that core, quote, air quotes, is probably going to be looking for a job elsewhere, or not looking for a job, be traded to another place.
And that's the way the cookie crumbles.
That's how it goes, man.
All right, we are at the 5:30 mark here, which means we've got 30 minutes left before we go for the weekend. But coming up next is the Sports Six-Pack. We will revisit some of your questions, but if you want to fire some in anyways, 314-399-9646 is the Air Comfort Service text line. We'll get to the Sports Six-Pack right next here on 101 ESPN.
Hey, Missouri, if you haven't heard by now, FanDuel Sportsbook is live in the Show Me State. And they're kicking things off with an offer that is tough to beat. Right now, new customers can bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets, win or lose. Whether it's football, basketball, hockey, or more, you can bet it all on an app that's safe, secure, and super easy to use. So download FanDuel today or head to FanDuel.com/Missouri and join the excitement. And some of that excitement is the Green Bay Packers taking on the Chicago Bears, fighting for the divisional lead. See who's able to take the throne in the NFC North. Kyle Monangai, maybe you like him over in rushing yards and for an anytime touchdown. Maybe you want to go over in points scored in that game. Again, it's a fight for those two to try to win the division. Maybe you want to take Jordan Love in passing yards. You can take the over in that. Whatever you want to do, you can do it, because Missouri, it's time to play your game with FanDuel. 21 plus and present in Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued in non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. We have our Sports Six-Pack coming up next as a part of our Freedom Fridays show. If you have any questions you want to send our way before we head into the weekend, do so by texting the Air Comfort Service text line 314-399-9646. Tonight, we will have Oklahoma and Alabama, round one of the college football playoff. Pregame starts at 6:30. Kickoff is at 7. We'll have another one for you tomorrow at 11 a.m. as Texas A&M will face off against Miami. And then after that, the Blues will go up against the Panthers. Pregame starts at 4. Puck drop is at 5. Sports Six-Pack coming up next. I'm Andrew Marsh, and this Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
Refreshed by Urban Chestnut. Urban Chestnut Swickle Light Premium Light Beer. Live your lifestyle, St. Louis.
It's a Fast Lane here. You're listening to 101 ESPN. It's time for the Sports Six-Pack. Andrew Marsh.
Question number 1.
All right, we get a question from the 618. Carey, I don't know if you saw it, but John Cena's final match.
Oh, man.
Gunther tapped out John Cena.
Did you
didn't see it? I was going to ask, did you guys like the finish? Did you expect him to win?
Almost every WWE superstar has had to finish with a loss.
Well, that's just, I mean, you get beat, Jamie, you get beat, right?
But if John Cena's going to lose, I feel like he should lose to somebody way better. Way bigger.
You don't
have a choice. You know, I mean, it's not like they
big.
Script these things. He lost. He took an L.
Gunther's a guy.
He took an L, man. Sometimes you play hard and you lose. Sometimes it doesn't come out in your favor, but you give all the effort you have, right?
Really?
You don't get a point for losing. I mean, I think that sucks, but you know.
I'd rather just tie, go home with nothing.
There's a lot of people saying that it was very poetic the way he went out because, his slogan is, never give up.
I thought it was you can't see me.
Well, yeah, that's it too. But his thing, never give up. And at the end, he had to physically tap out because John Cena was done. What they should have done is
had him die in the ring.
Why? No.
But then come back to life when the Undertaker comes out. Brings him back to life. No,
I mean it's actually.
He's sitting there. They get the body bag, and the Undertaker all of a sudden, boom! And he comes out of nowhere and unzips it and puts his hand on his head.
It's not a terrible idea. 5-year-old Carey would have believed it.
I would have cried.
And 50-year-old Carey.
You're not wrong, Jamie. Put that damn Undertaker put the Ultimate Warrior in that closed casket.
Yeah,
it's a rough day for me, man.
But I feel like WWE should have had a former superstar somehow involved. So let's say, John Cena taps out. Gunther taps him out. So who is one of John Cena's best allies that's a megastar? Is it Stone Cold? Is it The Rock? Is it The Undertaker? He's got to have somebody that was his boy.
Well, one of my buddies, he's a big wrestling guy. He was wondering if maybe Edge would come out.
Nah, that's
there
not big enough.
There were some rumblings about that.
Not big enough.
Okay.
Imagine this happens and he's sitting in the ring and he's dejected after he had to tap out, and then The Rock comes walking out and grabs him out of the ring and walks out with him arm in arm, let's go, buddy.
It's over.
Everybody be cheering. Instead, he gets tapped out by this guy who nobody will remember in 5 years.
Oh, that's not true.
Nobody will remember this guy.
Are you? Gunther's he's a pretty big wrestler.
What's his name?
Gunther.
Gunther?
Gunther.
Who is it?
Gunther.
If I don't know his name, he's not that big.
Well, he's not real?
He's real. He's just not that big.
All right, well, we'll move on.
He looks big.
He's not a big name.
He's big. Look how big he is.
He's a pretty big name in wrestling right now.
That guy's a
big fella.
All right.
That guy wouldn't scare you either, Carey, so stop it.
He's the ring general.
Yeah, sure he is.
Question number 2.
All right, from the 618, when, not if, Phillip Rivers leads the Colts to a Super Bowl victory, will he have entered the GOAT conversation?
No, but it would be a really cool story. He'll win comeback player of the year. Man, I gotta watch him this weekend. Cause Jamie, you know, your body feels good. Look at me. Cause you know this, man. You know how it goes. For 1 week, your one game, you feel good.
Oh, I told Ashley. I said that guy hates his life. On Monday, he hated his life.
Do you know how sore? Oh my!
All the hits that he has to
5
take.
years. Jamie, if it's one season to the next and you're 40 years old, it's your body, you haven't done this in 5 years. There's no way in the world that his body, I want to see how he's moving in this next game. And because it might progressively.
A week later, it might be okay, but the beginning of that week was bad.
Oh, yeah, no question.
It was bad.
Really bad. Yeesh. I tell you, it was Mondays, where I didn't want to get out of the bed. Like, I literally thought it would be easier just to sleep until Tuesday. Like, stay in the bed until Tuesday. And then my trainer was like, no, you have to get up. You have to move. You preferably go get a workout in. Like, get the blood flowing to your aching body parts. Like, don't lay down. That is absolutely the worst thing you can do. But it feels the best. Like, I don't want to move. The hell you mean? Get up and walk downstairs and do what? Live? Let me just sleep. This bed is perfect.
It's not fun.
Yeah.
Oh, good for Phillip Rivers.
Question number 3.
I feel like this is a question for me, but maybe you guys have played this game. From the 618, what version of Call of Duty did you play first?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know any Call of Duty. What the kids call it? COD?
COD, yeah.
I don't play COD.
I've never played that game in my life.
Marshy, what about you?
I tried to play one night. What's that one where they have all the stupid dances after you shoot somebody?
Fortnite.
That's it.
Orange Julius.
Orange Justice, I think.
Justice? Okay,
Orange Justice.
I was all liquored up one night, and
how'd it go?
Kids were playing.
He's probably camping in a bush.
I was like, pretty close. I was like, hey, get a controller. What is this game? And then the last time I held a controller was 3 buttons and a thing to move your guy. This thing had like 12 buttons, 2 different joysticks, and like my kid's like, no, you gotta do this thing. You turn around, Dad. How the f do I turn around? It was the most frustrating experience.
And they were taking advantage of you too, weren't they?
No, they were mad at me. They were like yelling at me. I was like, you know what? I'm done. You just stop yelling at your dad. First of all, you get smacked.
Well, to answer the texter's question, mine was Modern Warfare 2, but I did play World at War with the zombies, which is a very fun game to play. So I played that, and I continue to play Call of Duty, even though I don't really like the new one. I'm not a big fan, but I do like Warzone. It's a fun game. There's a lot of people that are big Battlefield fans.
I think I played
Battlefield
that one.
6.
Battlefield Earth, that was a huge flop at the box office.
That's
John Travolta.
I've actually seen that. That was like a terrible movie.
Terrible movie. Terrible. Can't believe they made a video game after it.
No,
I think that's different.
It's not the same?
I think it's completely different.
Really? Okay.
Probably.
It's
I'll
not
have
the
to
same.
get on
You
that.
got to look into it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Probably not.
Okay.
Question number 4.
314, simple question. Will the Battlehawks win this season? Win it all. Will they win it all?
Tried to set it up for him last
Who's
year.
quarterback? Who's going to be the quarterback? Who's returning? I think the difficult thing.
Diego Pavia.
Maybe. I think the difficult thing with that our good friend Anthony Beck, head coach, has to deal with is the roster turnover from year to year. You know, some guys get opportunity, and I'm sure he's happy for the guys to get opportunities to go to the next level. But then you get guys that just aren't returning. So, you know, what does the roster look like? How much time are they going to have to prepare for it? I can't tell you if they're going to win or not.
It's tough in that league, that level of play, because you lose players. Players get NFL tryouts. They make a practice roster. They cut from the practice. They're back on the like it's.
A lot of transition that goes on with the roster.
To find a quarterback, like when they had A.J. McCarron, that was a nice find for them, because usually you don't get a veteran guy like that that's going to come and lead your team. I felt like they were all over the place last year at quarterback. It didn't quite work out the way that I think Coach Beck thought it was going to work out at the quarterback position. So it'll be interesting to see, you know, what college quarterback that's out there that doesn't make a practice roster team that is good enough to play at the UFL level, because if you don't have a good quarterback at that, you're done.
Nah.
You're done. Just forget about it.
Forget about it.
All right,
Question number 5.
Let's do one more real quick. Let's do one more.
All right.
So a lot of rumblings about maybe the Chiefs and Royals moving to Kansas. So we get a text from 636 with the coming announcement on Monday in Topeka. The Royals and Chiefs are moving to Kansas. How do you guys feel that St. Louis is the only sports city in the state?
I think it'd be weird. I think it would be frustrating, I think, for a lot of people, knowing that the Chiefs were one of the organizations that wanted the Rams out of St. Louis, and then now they're not even in the state of Missouri. I think that'd be tough. I don't think people would be very happy about that.
It'd be terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think if they are moving, they good luck to those guys.
And they're not moving. It's all leverage.
Yeah,
man.
same thing with the Bears. I don't think the Bears are going to be in Indiana.
The Bears moving out of Chicago?
Yeah,
no chance.
Nah, I doubt it.
The Indiana Bears?
Yeah, it sounds ridiculous.
St. Louis Bears?
That sounds better.
That doesn't sound bad, but it ain't happening either. All right, that's your Sports 5-pack here in the Fast Lane. We got one more segment to go here on Freedom Friday, so we will holler at you right after the break on 101 ESPN.
Caesars Sportsbook is the only sportsbook app with Caesars rewards. Download the Caesars Sportsbook app now and build the perfect same-game parlay. Bet the game live or try our quick pick parlays that are pre-built just for you. Bet on gridiron action and earn perks on every game, like hotel stays, bonus bets, game tickets, and more. Download the app using promo code RADIO250BM and get your first bet matched as a bonus bet up to $250, whether you win or lose. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Missouri. Open to new users only. Minimum odds minus 500. Awarded as non-withdrawable bonus bet that expires 14 days after receipt. Bonus bet amount not returned from winning bets. Void where prohibited. See Caesars.com/promos for full terms. Must be 21 or older to gamble. No one is stopped before you start. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Welcome back to the Fast Lane here. It has been an awesome Freedom Friday. So much fun every time we get to do this. Our listeners are awesome. A huge thank you to Big City Matt Adams for coming in for about an hour and 15 minutes. He was great. We had some laughs, got to know him a little bit. Learned a little bit about Yadier Molina, too, which is always fun.
Learned about the nickname. Where it came from.
Yeah, we don't give that away. If you want all that, you got to go back, download the podcast. All of that brought to you by Schaefer Door Company. All right, Marshy, it is time for What We Learned.
I learned a lot today. I learned what it's like to be in the mind of a baseball player, Major League Baseball player, hitting a massive home run against a future Hall of Famer.
Wild, huh?
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I learned that, Jamie Rivers is an outstanding person, father, man. I don't think anybody loves him more than Nala, though. I don't think, as much as you're loved, I don't think there's a soul that loves you more than Nala.
Yeah,
I learned that today. She was just jumping at the back. I got to get to him.
Yeah. And if you missed that, also, there was an appearance by Uncle Marshy's favorite dog, Nala. Yes. She came to the studio, and she had eyes for Daddy.
Yeah, she was excited.
She was a cutie pie. I learned today so much on the show, but I learned today that apparently this Gunther guy is supposed to be cool.
Gunther.
See, I don't know. People were yelling at me in the thing. I did not know this guy. It shows you he knows nothing. Well, I'm sorry I don't spend my time watching the WWE all the time, but I learned that maybe I need to catch up on that stuff. My bad. All right, Marshy, time for 3 stars.
It's time for the Fast Lane's 3 Stars of the Day, presented by Circus Sports. No bet fees ever with the world's largest sports book, now at your fingertips in Illinois and Missouri.
All right, these 3 stars could be controversial. However, we're going to give the 3rd star of the day to Matt Adams. Joining the show. Yeah.
That was great.
I don't think the stars themselves will be controversial by any means, but maybe the placement of them. Because the 2nd star of the day is going out to the listeners.
Oh, yeah.
Love the listeners.
Freedom Friday.
They always come through. It's awesome.
1st star of the day. It's Nala. Nala's the 1st star of the day.
She's going to hear this and be so excited.
I'll play back for her. She's going to love it. She's going to wag that tail, learn a little reindeer costume. All right, that'll do it for us here on the Fast Lane. It's been another awesome week. We wish Anthony, his family, a great little vacation, holiday, all that stuff. I hope everybody has a great weekend. Congratulations to Jim.
Yeah.
He's our Gauntlet
champion
for Tournament of Champions.
Best of 2025.
Champion. He got the best of Carey. Carey kept punching, kept swinging, kept fighting, did a great job, but Jim prevailed.
He did. Good job, Jim.
On that note, want to wish everybody a great weekend. Your Blues play tomorrow night at the Panthers, so tune into that. It's going to be a lot of fun. And
get your Christmas shopping.
Yeah, get your Christmas shopping
coming around the corner
this weekend for sure. A lot of fun things around the city to do as well. Rivers family's checking out Garden Glow at some point this weekend. A brewery, all those things. Lots of fun. So thank you again for a great week. I once again wish everybody a great weekend. Have a safe and happy Friday night and enjoy life. See ya.
Cheap, fun.
Let's get dirty on a Friday night. It is the perfect time. It's been a long week of work. Kick back, relax, head over to Dirt Cheap. They are your one-stop shop for all things that you require for a fun evening, a fun weekend, even a fun holiday. I know that the inventory's great right now. Red wine, white wine. How about that bubbly? Get ahead of the game for the New Year's celebration. They've got bubbly available, all kinds of great beers, including Zwickel Light available at Dirt Cheap. Your favorite bourbons, certainly available. I'm actually going to stop by right now on my way home and place an order on the Dirt Cheap app is what I did. It's super easy to download, really easy to use. And again, you get to place an order for pickup or delivery. It's really, really handy this time of year. So I'm going to take full advantage of that. They've got great deals on there as well. And they have the Bourbon Club, so you can jump on there and be a part of that. For anything else that you're looking to find out about Dirt Cheap, get to the website, cheapcheapfunfun.com. Again, that's cheapcheapfunfun.com. Whatever your taste, you'll find it at Dirt Cheap. Order ahead with that Dirt Cheap app. And remember to please have fun, but be careful out there.